What's up, everybody? Your main man, Hoop Jargon, back again with another video, man. I gotta talk about this Michael Rappaport situation. I was supposed to have done this video 2 days ago, and shout out to my boy, man, as always, DJ's Raw UNCUT True, who covered this. I feel like, I had to step in and do a little shum on this one, man. And so if y'all want to hop on and comment a little bit about that, man, that'd be awesome, man. I hate that I didn't get to do it, man. So as y'all know, in my regular life, I'm a salesman, man. So sometimes when I think I got some time to knock a video out, I don't. But that's okay. That's okay. Let me try to add some of these tags to that line. So y'all give me a second. Yeah, I might have to do it on regular YouTube. All right. What's up? CA3 Sports, man. Appreciate you, brother. Salute. So yeah, man, I wanna hop into this conversation, man, because I think a lot of people are glossing over it. And I think that we need to kind of understand Michael Rappaport for who he is, man. And he's a dude, and I gotta give DJ credit on this, man. DJ sniffed it out. He's a guy that everybody says, and by everybody I mean brothers, saying that, oh man, he invited to the cookout. Michael Rappaport, cool, which I mean, on some level, he is a cool dude. He's funny sometimes. He's very, very, very emotional, as y'all see. Let me take a sip, man. I'm about to cook, man. I'm actually about to fly home to Houston. So I had to put this video out, man, before I start getting busy. I'm going to my boy Nick's wedding and stuff like that. So with that being said, man, Michael Rappaport, to me, is what you would call like an infiltrator, a cultural infiltrator. So basically meaning he steps in and he siphons that black energy when it benefits him. When it benefits him, he's all down to siphon that energy from the culture. What he also is a guy who is, when you tread on his level, he'll flip on you in a second. And if you saw the exchange between the guys, man, Michael Rappaport, I'm gonna just say it, man, he a bitch, man. That is the biggest bitch move I've ever seen from a fucking grown ass man, damn near 50 years old. He a bitch, man. Michael Rappaport's a bitch. It is what it is, man. What up, Rap God? Always supporting, man. Appreciate you, brother. And we got to stop giving rap guys like Michael Rappaport, like DJ said, man, like invitations to the cookout. Because here's the thing, they'll take it all when it's positive. But when it flip on them, they will flip on you like a flapjack, man, infallibly. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning every time. Because they feel like even though they're invited to your quote-unquote barbecue, they still feel like they're better than you. And you got to understand that the methodology behind a guy like that. He's ran in several circles his whole life. He's a white Jewish man who can kind of delve into that hip hop scene and the athletic scene. But at the end of the day, he's loyal to what he is, and that's a white Jewish man. So he can talk all that shit he wants to about hip hop. He can talk all that shit he wants to about players. If you roll on him, he is gonna roll on you with the quickness, man. Meaning, basically, he has no loyalty to shit. So there's just certain codes you don't do. You don't screenshot a conversation between men to try to get somebody in trouble and involve lawyers. Like that's that white Jewish man shit. So that's why I side eye when brothers or sisters, they just because somebody is a fan of your culture, you go where, oh, they're invited to the cookout. Oh, bullshit. Just because you care enough to like my culture, like what we cultivate naturally, that's reason to invite you to like my retinue, which means basically you have permission to be an active member in it. No, you don't. No. That's cool. You like it. That's cool. But no, you don't get a pass to shit. I can't come to your house. I can't be a part of your barbecue or your bar mitzvah just because, I may respect some of the tenets, in the Jewish faith. That doesn't mean I'm invited to that shit. No, that's not how it works. And I think we give too easy access to intricate levels of our culture just because you're non-black and you are a fan of what we do. So what? Be a fan. Stay to the side. You be a fan. That doesn't mean you have permission to speak in this shit. Go to any culture and be cool with one of the people of that culture, and think you got the right to step in and make decisions, make incendiary comments about the community, and watch what happens to your ass. You might end up stinking, if you understand what I'm saying. Go to the Italian, in any part of any city, major city, the Italian faction, and think that you cool with it. You and your Italian homeboy, you and Giovanni, y'all like boom, boom, y'all straight. Fix your mouth for 1 second to set Giovanni up and to make him look like he is a person who is not to be trusted, who is not upstanding, and watch what's gonna happen to your ass. You understand what I'm saying? What up, what up, what up? Salute to the chat. FYF, what's good, man? So you know what I'm saying? Like that's y'all letting people in who don't deserve to be in, man. And that's real talking. So that's why a lot of people are so hurt. Well, I wouldn't say you're hurt by the Michael Rappaport thing, but it's making you reevaluate. I see the wheels turning in people's brains, right? And all I'm saying is, listen, man, you don't get that type of clemency, man, when you hold people to a standard. You don't let no dude in, no dude like Michael Rappaport. Where did he hoop at? You understand what I'm saying? Y'all understand in sports culture, just me having the right to step in on different platforms and talk. I had to work my way into that shit because y'all don't know me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I had to work my way into this YouTube game where people would, and I appreciate everybody in the chat, but people would listen to what I had to say. And I play high level, man. You understand what I'm saying? I played against LaMarcus Aldridge, PJ Tucker, you name it, Terrence Williams, Cartier Martin. I can rattle off names all day. Played in the same tournament with Carmelo Anthony, my senior year of high school, right? Kendrick Perkins. I've seen this shit up close. I've sweated on this shit up close. So even I had to earn the right to speak on shit that I didn't, me being a brother. So when Rappaport, he infiltrates the culture like I was, started, man, like y'all, man, we got to have a vetting process for these people, man. You just can't, just because you like hip hop and you like talking shit, oh, yeah, man, yeah, he invited to a cookout. Man, fuck him. No. I'm going to catch up with his comments. Appreciate y'all. So that was definitely bitch made. It's just bitch made, man. If anybody got any type of clout in your life, if you got any type of respect, you know that's bitch made shit. You leaking them DMs when you supposed to be this tough guy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to get to that later. Call for infiltrator is the right word. Absolutely. And what's funny is he do it without even knowing he's doing it because nobody told him you can't do it. So if you never, it's like a child, man. If you never tell them they can't do it, they don't know they can do it. And so that's why people like myself, again, my platform will be bigger with time. Man, I'm gonna call that shit out, man, because that's nah, homeboy. You don't get access to that. Nah. He always gets on to talk sports and shit. I mean, again, he's a funny guy. I'm not taking that away from him. But as far as the culture, man, you got no stake in that claim, homeboy. But the fact that y'all let him get away with it, he feel like he can go and say the shit he says with no recourse, without any consequence. Y'all gotta stop letting him in. He dissed LeVar and his sons 4 years ago. Yeah, and that was like one of the most dumbest diatribes I've seen, talking about all this dumb shit. And nothing he said came to fruition. Talking about LaMelo and them was screwed up and all that stuff. It's like, man, shut your stupid ass up, man. You talk about the Knicks and the Nets. Don't talk about nothing else, man. It's a weak ass shit, hey, man. It is what it is. So he talked about Trump's wife and kids, and he don't have the right to be mad at anyone. I'm sorry. He talked about Trump's wife and his kids. He don't got the right to be mad if someone attacks his family. Okay, that's what you're trying to say. Yeah, I mean, because and that's, to me, that's what the whole shit is. Because he's supposed to be this tough New York personality, right? He's supposed to be this guy that, fuck you, fuck out of here, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's supposed to be this archetype of a tough Jewish guy who can make it in the Bronx or wherever the fuck borough he's from. But when there's smoke coming his way, you run and do the lawyer thing. You running instead of handling your BI, as they say in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So it just show you what you about. You a bitch. You a bitch. You ain't about nothing you talking about. And my thing is, listen, man. In real life, I'm not a small dude. In real life, I'm 6'7", 240, right? I don't go around calling people out their name or going saying incendiary shit about people, because at the end of the day, somebody gonna come see you, man. Somebody gonna come see you. Now, I'm gonna call him a bitch. I ain't worried about no motherfucking Michael Rappaport, but I don't go seeking shit just because I don't agree with somebody, because I don't like what they said. But this shit right here, he's been doing this for too long, man. So that shit gotta be spoke on. And that's just where I'm at on that, man. And salute to everybody checking in, man. I see y'all coming in. That's what's up. Now I was supposed to pre-warn y'all to hop on, but I appreciate that y'all hopping on and, you know what I'm saying, and showing love, man. That really means a lot, for real. All right, let's see. You say just like who said that? Everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga. Paul Mooney said that. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Who I've seen live twice. Paul Mooney's a funny motherfucker, man. FYF salute. Yeah, appreciate you, G. Hoop Jargon, yeah, man. Christian G is actually one of my. So everybody on YouTube calls me Hoop Jargon, but I actually started a group called Hoop Jargon 10 years ago, and it's stout. I got about 4,000 members on Facebook, and it's madness every day, man. So Christian G, one of my OG members of Hoop Jargon. So everybody out here call me Hoop Jargon. It's weird for me to hear that because the group is Hoop Jargon, not me. But in the Twitter, Instagram, YouTube space, I'm Hoop Jargon, so I'll take it. All right, let's see. CA3 says, facts, Christian. Man, Christian, that's a very knowledgeable dude, man. Let's see. He violated all types of man codes, exposing those DMs. Absolutely. Bro, as we say in the hood, man, it's just some shit you don't do, man. And I don't care how upset you may get from it or how much you may not like it. It's just some shit you don't do. That's like dirty macking, man. Like, you don't go put salt in game. And so, like, say you and dude like this broad, like, but y'all both like him. Let's just say behind the broad back, that boy talking all kind of crazy shit. You don't talk your way into her pussy by showing her messages of him talking shit about her, or you don't get her pussy by getting on three-way, putting her on three-way, and let him just talk about bullshit. She's like, oh fuck, that's fucked up. That's pretty much in a certain sense of what Michael Rappaport did. Like, it's just certain shit you don't do, man. That shit ain't manly, man. See, fast winter Rappaport even become a go-to for a sports book. Yeah. Like, what has Michael Rappaport done to speak on sports in such a fashion? Now, I understand sports and entertainment are blended. These are two lanes that weave together, right? So I understand why you bring on Lil Wayne, Nelly, all these motherfuckers who I've seen speak on sports. I mean, if anybody, I would bring Jamie Foxx in. Jamie Foxx was a hooper. Like, in Terrell, Texas, man, which is buttfuck Texas outside of Dallas, the motherfucker was varsity like in every sport, right? If anybody, I would have Jamie Foxx come and talking on shit. Like, that motherfucker was a real life athlete. Some of these other dudes is just funny, but again, I understand it because they're entertaining. At the end of the day, you want people to watch and have an opinion. So if you have in the media game, if your opinion is bad or good, it's the same in the eyes of the media. That's why on YouTube, they reward you for likes and dislikes. And I want to say this too, man. If y'all can give me a like, so I can't super chat yet, but if y'all can give me a like, man, that'd be dope, man. That helps promote the algorithms and the rhythms and all that bullshit. Let's see, bro, what's your favorite rap song? Ooh. That's heavy right there. That's heavy. Ooh. Favorite rap song. Damn, I wasn't ready for that, G. All right, so I'm from the South, so I gotta stay South loyal. Damn, favorite rap song. I'll come back to that one. It's probably gonna be a Scarface song. I'm a big Scarface fan. I actually got to meet him. I actually sold product to Scarface before, not drugs. I'm a salesman. Damn, that's a good question. That's a good question. My favorite, if I had to pick one. Whew. Damn. I'm gonna come back to that. Let's see. When the smoke comes, Rappaport way, he pulls a Dustin. Yeah, and Dustin, one of our friends, Dustin, what we call him Dustin, he runs away from smoke, man. And he a big dude too, but it is what it is. Let's see. Who are your top 5 rappers of all time? Damn, y'all trying to make me. Man, I was here to cook Rappaport. I tell you, I see what y'all doing. Y'all testing my rap acumen. That's cool. Hold on. Let me. Scarface up there. Biggie. Jay. Scarface, Biggie, Jay. Oof. Damn. I'm gonna be sitting around thinking about shit like this, man. Y'all put me on the spot. From just respecting the ability, I gotta throw Rakim in there. Rakim just had so much. He was so ahead of his time of understanding how to control lyrics and tell stories and shit. So I gotta put Rakim up there. And number 5 is just somebody who I just flat out enjoy rap. I will maybe put, who's somebody I just enjoy rapping? Like, it don't matter what it is. Because I don't want to say the Tupacs and shit. I mean, to me, Tupac was one of the best artists. I wouldn't put him the best rapper. So of course you can say Pac, but I don't want to say Pac because I don't consider him just like one of the best rappers. Hell, I even put Big Pun up there before Pac, man. Big Pun, that motherfucker had bars, man. I think I gotta get somebody from the East Coast one. Shit. Y'all help me out. Who else should? Fuck. Man, y'all stumping me. So I'm gonna go. We say Biggie, Face, Rakim. Biggie, Face, Rakim. Say somebody else. Fuck, man. What's the 5? Man, I gotta get the 5th one later, man. I don't want to. Y'all stumping me, man. Fuck. Because I don't want to say generic shit. I don't. Damn. I would say KRS-One, man. Another dude. I don't listen to KRS-One, but I think that motherfucker was good, man. I appreciate the art. So I would probably go KRS-One to round it out. And by my favorite, I want to say the best. Now, just my flat out favorite, I can do that effortlessly. Scarface. I would put probably T.I. up there. Biggie. And I'm just going off favorite. Like, y'all ain't got to like my favorites. God damn it. Somebody I always listen to. Fuck. Ain't easy either. I mean, like Rick Ross, Jay-Z. There we go. Let's put it like that. Just I can rattle them off rip. All right, let's say this is the first time I saw your notification pop up on my feed. Well, appreciate it, G. Y'all, man, patronize these, man. These help, man. So if y'all are not sub to the page, y'all sub, man. Y'all stumble with the hip hop question. I like it though, man. It makes me have to be challenged, man. I like that. All right, let's see. I saw with Katie. Fake Roseanne hides his hate under the veil of comedy. Yeah. And he's also hiding him being a bitch under his comedy. Because when you're funny and you're intimidating, you talk loud, you tend to mask some of your insecurities. And the fact that he screenshotted all that shit and then played the homosexual route, that means he used all the triggers that can get somebody in real trouble. That is next level bitch shit, real shit. Oh, you coming at my wife? No, you know he just riffing. It's like, man, if you ever got into shit, what the first thing somebody say, your mama? And you know they don't mean physically. They don't know your mama like that. It's just a way to get at somebody. You know what I'm talking about? So when you say he mentioned your wife and you trying to use that as like a sympathy point, man, get the fuck out of there. That shit weak, man. That shit weak. Let's see. Rappaport is a loudmouth who was given a platform to speak. He is LeVar Ball, but without the kids. Well, yeah. The difference is LeVar Ball got a product to sell. Rappaport got nothing to sell you. He got nothing to sell you. So, yeah. So, Rap God, you got Biggie, Pac, Jay-Z, Eminem, and DMX. I can't get mad at that list. So, I can kind of tell your age from that range. I try to go out. Nas. So, my top 5, Jay, Nas, Big, Scarface. Jay, Nas, Big, Scarface, Rakim. Top 5 right there. Nas. Why am I tripping? And Nas had a dope album. I liked it. A lot of people, it wasn't even critically acclaimed like that. It was the Nigga album. It was actually a mixtape before the album. And he had a song, they call us N.I. Double G-E-R. We are much more. But they seem to ignore the obvious. Man, this history don't acknowledge us. We've been scholars way before colleges. And that's how the chorus goes. And he's breaking shit down, man. Yeah, so Nasir Jones, for sure. I don't know why I was drawing a blank like that. I wasn't ready. So I love how Michelle is a snitch. Congratulations, brother, for your YouTube channel. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, man, like, listen, man, when you're amongst any group of men, you understand code. You understand code. And so what Michael Rappaport showed me, man, I would have respected him more if he just went in on his ass. He went right back in on KD and brought up whatever. You know, he brought up his mama if he had to. I would have respected that because you matching the energy with energy. You talk all this shit. Your brand is built on you just talking this tough guy New York shit. And then when somebody come back with some flames for your ass, now you acting like you this pious individual and you just nice and calm. Man, that's whole shit, man. It is what it is, man. That's whole shit. So if I ever got to the part where I got popular enough, I'm sorry, to meet a guy like Michael Rappaport, I wouldn't have him on my shit. I can't, because here's what happens. When you bring a guy in on like that, the minute he don't like what I'm doing, what he gonna do? He gonna roll on my ass. So I can't do it. Can't do it. If you want to give me a shout out to Hoop Jog, and I'll share that video, that's cool. But as far as being a person I rock with, nah, can't do it, baby. All right, as G says, Jay-Z, Biggie, and Lil Wayne on my top 3. Yo, man, I like Wayne too, man. I don't know what the fuck Wayne on now, man. He look like a goblin, bro. But Wayne, man, the Carter. I've been a Lil Wayne fan, so I know I look like I'm bald as shit now, but I used to have long braids. They used to call me Lil Wayne like I was like 16. And so I've always had a connection to Lil Wayne, I guess, in that sense, because me and him about the same age. And I remember even I liked him in like The Block Is Hot times and Lights Out and 500 Degrees. I liked Lil Wayne for a long time. And then when he did the Carter, I was like, oh shit. Gilly the Kid helped him develop that rap cadence he has now, which he's sloppy with it now. But when he hit that second gear, Gilly the Kid helped him do that. And that motherfucker Wayne, boy, when that apple jelly, don't make me get the biscuit buster. I was just like, nigga, when you learn how to rap like that? Lil Wayne hit another level, bro. Lil Wayne remind me of a dude who was cold in 9th grade, cold in 10th grade, but he was on JV. And then you got that summer and you grow 5 inches and you just dunking on everybody. That's what it looked like to me when Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 1, man. That motherfucker went to a whole nother level, man. So, yeah, no, Lil Wayne's one of the favorites of mine, too. I just can't put him against nobody. I can't put him above anybody I named. All right, let's see. He called his big brother lawyer for KD. He really wanted KD counsel. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's that bitch shit that bitch dudes do. Yeah. Let's see. I had a homie that snitched me out in the past. He told my personal shit to other people, and he messed up the bro code. Had to cut that man off and block him on everything. You got to. You got to cut the head off the dragon, man. You can't let that kind of stuff be in your orbit, man, because if you do, eventually when that person feels pissed off, they're going to roll on your ass. You better believe it. You got to fuck with thorough dudes in this game, man. And in YouTube, I see it all the time. I've personally never had it happen to me, but I've had it happen to people who I know. And I leave names all the way out the stream. But, yeah, and I'm YouTube friends with some big motherfuckers. And not to say this is even part of it, but, I mean, me being cool with Ball Facts and DKM, man, shit, this time a year ago, well, no, I got to know him a year ago. But let's say 18 months ago, I thought I would never have that. And then these dudes are younger than me, right? And in my own respect, I think nobody is as, well, not even say nobody. I think very few are as decorated as me as far as what they've done and what they do in real life. Because I don't need YouTube, man. Like, I mean, be real. Like, I make over 6 figures doing my shit. Man, I sell mattresses, man. And I'm very successful at it, and I'm bored with it. That's why I do YouTube, too, because I want to have more tentacles on the world. You understand what I'm saying? So, I make a comfortable life doing what I do, but I also, want more. I want to share more. Because I think, it's funny, man, I be at work, man, and I start talking to people. I forget, I can speak beginner's German. So when somebody's German, I'm like, hallo, meine Freund, mir geht es gut, und dir? So, I can do that shit, and I don't even realize I do that shit. And then we start talking about Germany and shit, and I start thinking about like my professional days, and it's like memories I suppressed. And they'll start rolling out. Like, oh, shit, I remember I'm really good at art. So if somebody's an art nerd, I was really good at art. In not just basketball, you know what I'm saying? So I think YouTube is a good escape for me to just kind of share who I am as a person, because I've been good at a lot of things in my life. And I think that I'm good at what I do as far as making money, but I still want to share stories with people, because I think my ultimate goal with this channel, man, is to get other people on to share their stories, man, because you got to be solid. I ain't fucking with not people who ain't solid, but I think there's a lot of space for a lot of people to use their natural gifts and get potentially paid, or just get their story out there. Everybody don't want to get paid. Some people just want their story out there. So Sandra Bland, man, you know, her YouTube channel or Facebook channel ain't pop off till she died. And Sandra Bland, I went to college with her. She went to Prairie View and University, right with me. I didn't know her like that back then. She was an SG Row. You know, I'm an Alpha. Shout out to FYF. So I didn't know her as an undergrad, but we went to the school at the same time. And I know a lot of people that she knows, well, knew rather. And so, you know, her message took off after death, kind of like Edgar Allan Poe. If y'all know his story, he didn't pop off until after he died. So I want to put shit out there that me or somebody else can share past your lifespan that people can use later. Another guy who does that, Patrice O'Neal. If y'all look him up, that's my favorite comedian of all time, Patrice O'Neal, man. He's really, really good at introspective stuff. And so a lot of people reference him now. He died like 10 years ago. Fat black dude, hilarious, man. Patrice O'Neal, look him up. All right, let's see. Spot him, got him, says salute. Appreciate you, brother. See, I'm 30 years old, who but grew up in the 90s. Okay, so you relatively young, but you got that old head spirit. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. That means you respect good music. Let's say, all right, Christian just said, rap God, we got to give Wayne the flowers. Not the same Wayne, yeah, absolutely. All right, let's see. Rudy Breeze says, salute everybody in the chat. Yes, absolutely. Salute everybody in the chat. Yes, sir. Oh, boy, you dropped the name, FYF. I'm about to get to that. Hold on. Christian G, absolutely. All right, FYF says, you from Texas. You know a hooper named Jason Breckenridge. He was my mentor at 5-Star Camp. Nigga, Jason Breckenridge was my teammate at Prairie View A&M University, bro. Breck is a dude I could call right now. And he, you know, Breck got that old soul. Breck is one of the funniest dudes. Me and him the exact same age, and he act like he's 50. He been acting like he's 50 since about 22 years old. He's actually good friends with Kendrick Perkins. Him and Perk played together at Beaumont Ozen. So yeah, Jason Breck is literally my college teammate, bro. Jay Breck is literally my college teammate. Man, I wish I wasn't on my phone doing this. I would call him right. Damn it, is there a way I can call without using my phone? Fuck. I can't. Yeah, Beaumont, Texas, though. Yeah. Big Money, Texas, they call it, which I don't know why they call it that. Nobody goes to Beaumont. But yeah, so yeah. Jason Breckenridge is my teammate from Prairie View A&M University. Let's see. He's been trying to reach out to apologize for the last few years, but I don't fuck with people that have no character and snitch. Snitches are insecure fakes. Yeah, man. There you go, man. You gotta know when to move around and when to be down, man. Let's see. Your videos are a reflection of a true artist. I appreciate that, man, because I really am. You know, I'm not trying to talk myself up. I'm really not. But in a way, I am a Renaissance man. I know a lot of shit, man. I do. I forget a lot of shit that I know. And then when somebody says something to me, I remember, like, oh, yeah, I know this person. I would say this. I'm a two degrees separated from a lot of motherfuckers. I'll put it that way, man. Like, I've literally popped bottles with, like, Ray for Austin. Skip to my Lou. When he played for the Rockets. This is probably, what, 2010 range, or 2009. And I know Ray for Austin because my head coach at the time, Byron Rim, who was the head coach at IUPUI University, him and Ray for Austin went to JUCO together. So they friends. So Ray used to come to our games when I played at Prairie View. And then when I graduated, I came back. I remember going to clubs and I hang with Rim and Ray. So I got to know Ray for Austin again, coaching AAU in 2013 for crossover athletics, man. And so one of our kids in that program, John Walker, he plays at Texas Southern University right now, and he transferred from Texas A&M. 6'9", little baby Giannis Antetokounmpo kid. He had a great game in the play-in game this year. So it's just funny the degrees of separation I have with a lot of people, man, and it's not intentional. It's just shit. A lot of motherfuckers, you know, a lot of people, man, should start intersecting. You know what I'm saying? If I say, damn, small, well, yeah, man, Jay Breck, man, call Breck and ask him about me, bro. Me and Breck was actually roommates too in college, man. Jay Breck, that's a throwback kind of dude, man. That dude burned the incense, jamming UGK, you know, putting a little 420 in the air. That dude was an old soul. That's my guy, man, Jay Breck. Let's see. CA3 says, I'm only 17, but I listen to a wide scope of rap from now. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm telling you, man, I was listening to the Blueprint just last night, and I was just thinking about, so Blueprint was big my senior year of high school. Like, we all was like rocking heavy on the Blueprint, right? And I was just like, damn, man. I had a, an epiphany moment when I was just thinking about, damn, where was I at 17, 18 years old? What was I thinking about? What was relevant to me? It was like a big revelatory moment, man. And I think it was beautiful in the sense that I just reflect of me at 37 years old, me at 17 when I first heard that album. Where was my mind? I knew I would. And I went to a hood high school, Eisenhower. It's in Houston. It's in Acres Homes. If y'all familiar with the Houston rap scene, that's where like Swisher House started. So Slim Thug went to high school with me. Slim Thug was a senior when I was a freshman. And like, so Mike Jones went there for like a year. But all of them used to come up to the school after school because that's like where you sold your CDs at. And that was a popular high school in the area. But I knew I wanted to be above like that hood shit. You know what I'm saying? But I just think about Jay-Z was one of my mental releases from that shit. Just listen to the Blueprint album, just like, it resonated with me. It also made me want to be great my senior year in basketball. Like, and I tell my story the right way. I was a 1-year letterman, man. So I wasn't no ballyhooed. I wasn't no 3-star kid. I ended up going Division I. I went pro. I was a 1-year letterman, bro. But I can just think that at 17, I started taking a lot of shit serious. I took it real serious. I stepped outside of a whole bunch of comfort zones. I was like, okay, this is it. Like, I don't have the crutch of high school no more. Like, I got to really figure out what the fuck I'm going to do because I don't want to be in the hood. I don't want to be in Houston like that. I want to go out and see the world. That's what the fuck I did, man. Let's see. Yeah, I remember Walker in the playing game. Yeah, man, that boy, man, John Walker, man, it's just IG handles like John Wicks or some shit like that. Silly kid, man, but I knew he would be good. I met him when he was about 14. I like that little motherfucker gonna be good, and he's better than I thought he would be. So he can do everything. Like what you see him do at TSU, he's actually a lot better than that. That kid played varsity his freshman year. The kid can hoop, man. John Walker, man. I think he has 2 more years of eligibility, man. He gonna finish me like 25. He gonna be old as shit. But yeah, that kid is gonna be somebody you gonna see play on NBA TV one day, man. Watch. I'm gonna have him on the show. I told him I'm gonna do an interview with him, so he said he down, man. It's one of my most thorough kids I had, man. All right. Who drug? I remember attending a D3 camp back in high school, and I got cooked. Those point guards cooked me at the gym. Yes, man, it's a thing. People think D1 is the apex of all basketball players, and situations put people in different, orbits. Man, this D3 motherfucker who can go. You understand what I'm saying? Another dude I played against in JUCO. So I went to let me lay my story out all the way. I started out, I walked on at Stephen F. Austin State University my freshman year, and I redshirted. Hard ass school to play at, man. And if you remember last year, SFA, we beat Duke at Duke. And that's what the Cassius, what the fuck his last name is. Sorry, it's escaping me. Damn it, why can't I get this dude's name, man? Cassius Stanley. SFA, we beat them on their court in overtime. So that's a school I started at. And then I left and went to Mountain View College. And it's a D3 JUCO, of all fucking JUCOs. And Oak Cliff, Texas. If y'all don't know about Dallas, Oak Cliff is the hood. And I remember playing against a dude named Torian Fontenette. He is who the guy you call Air up there. The dude did the 720 dunk. And I always went to his school. He played at Richland College. I was supposed to go there, but I ain't gonna lie, I was a lazy motherfucker. I heard at Mountain View, they ain't make you run. So I'm like, fuck, I'm going to Mountain View. That's where I went. And I went there and I killed. I was almost a junior college All-American, and then I ended up signing at Prairie View for the last 2 years. So, yeah, man, I got a lot of degrees of separation, man. And the air up there, as people call him the air in and one, like I was a dunker. That dude was twice the dunker I was at 6'2". Couldn't really hoop like that, in my opinion. But dunking, I have never seen a guy who could dunk like that. And so when he got on the N1 tour, I wasn't surprised. It was cool to see, but I wasn't surprised. Like, that dude had like 4 points, and one of them dunks he had, I think they threw him a oop, and he caught it and did this, and I was like, oh my gosh. People, you know what? It's funny. His coach, Clark Burke, was trying to recruit me and to go to JUCO. And he was saying, I got a guy who can do a 360 between the legs dunk. I'm like, that's like Vince Carter at the time. If y'all remember, this is like 2002. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. Like, in my mind, at 18, only Vince Carter could do that dunk. He's like, no, I'm serious. He can do that dunk. I was like, man, like, to me, in my mind, that's a horrible recruiting tactic. He showed, like, you know, so back then YouTube wasn't a thing. So he showed me a paper, you know, just of him, like, going between the legs, dunking and shit in that little local school paper. I was like, man, that's cool. But to me at 18, that didn't mean shit to me. So fast forward 2 years in life, when I played against him, I saw his motherfucking woman. I was like, oh, my God. He made me, I ain't even want to dunk no more. Like, again, I was a dunker. I could put my arm in the rim and shit, right? I had bounce like that. Y'all look my old YouTube shit up. I had bounce. But that dude was another level. So I gotta give Miss Flowers, man, on this stream. Let's see. Tayana Jones says, hello, what's up? What's up? All right. Machine B says, that's when I knew how to focus on academics instead of hoops. Hey, man, hey. Listen, man, the top 1% of high schoolers go to Division I level. The top 1% of that 1% go to the NBA level. So at some point, man, you just gotta know, you gotta know your reality, what your reality is, bro. Let's see. I love Reasonable Doubt. The blueprint and a lot of those early 2000s, late 90s J projects. Reasonable Doubt introduced rap as a little kid. Listen, yeah. You know, so I'm not a huge Reasonable Doubt fan. I think I got on Jay in Life and Times of Jay-Z, Volume 2. I think Hard Not Like It Life is when he became into my orbit. I was used to like Southern music. And like Bone Thugs and Harmony and Crucial Conflict and shit like that. That's the kind of shit I liked. I like fast rappers. So around high school, when I started listening to Jay, and then that's what kind of brought me in. You know, I mean, of course, the shit that's like on MTV brought me into rap. But yeah, so yeah, no, that makes sense. Let's see. I was offered by Coach Ramsey and Team Prairie View back in 08, turned it down to go to Chicago State. Man, I graduated in 2007, but I would have coached you because I went overseas 2 years and I came back as a grad assistant. So I would have known you back then if you took that scholarship offer. Candy Smoke Paragon Media, I'm here. What's up? What's up? DJ, what's up, my brother? Preaching blessings. Yes, sir, man. I got to give DJ so much credit. That's the brother who is responsible for me breaking through the noise and actually getting an audience on YouTube. Because, man, I used to put videos out, man. You know how I go, man. If you don't have people backing you, you don't get traction. You sit there, be spilling your guts, and you don't get no traction. You understand what I'm saying? So, but you know, the process makes it beautiful, man. The process is everything. So, I appreciate it. I wish it would have happened a lot quicker, but I can't control that. So, appreciate my boy DJ, man, for helping me out. Let's see. Who are your top 10 greatest dunkers? Ooh. Top 10 greatest dunkers. Now I got to put number one. I'm being biased. Hold on. Let me go refill my cup. Hold on. You want to jump in on my Facebook Live, too? You want to jump in on my Facebook Live? Oh. All right, here we go. Ooh, top dunkers. Let's see. All right, hold on. Let me ask these two, and I got you. They giving $200 loans at cash advance place around the corner. Who you talking about? The Jewish motherfuckers need to be put in the gas chamber, turned up high. Well, I wouldn't go that far with shit like that. I'll say this, man, and I let in with the live with this. Y'all got to stop letting in outsiders into the culture, man. Now, the culture, what is the culture? That's a whole nother discussion. Because in my opinion, we don't have a real culture as Black folks. We got an entertainment culture, but we don't have code. We don't have stringent laws that we apply to that make an upright, upstanding culture as a whole. So that's why guys like Michael Rappaport are enabled to infiltrate what we got going, right? So, but that's a whole nother, I don't want to go that deep. I want to keep it surface level about Michael Rappaport being a hoe. Now, I would say this too. KD is way too sensitive, bro. That dude way too goddamn sensitive, man. And KD happens to be my favorite basketball player. So coming off of Kobe was my favorite player since day one. I don't know, because he took Brandy to the prom or whatever. Just his energy, it always resonated with me. So Kobe has been my favorite player since the day he stepped in the NBA. And so it was hard to deal with. I mean, not necessarily his death so much. I don't know him, but just his career ending. I was like, damn, like Kobe, really? He really not playing no more? Like, shit. You think Kobe would play forever, man? I want Kobe to play until he couldn't run no more. I was that selfish. I wanted Kobe to play, and I got to see Kobe play twice. When I was living in Houston, we played the Lakers. Well, when the Lakers played the Rockets, so I let the Rockets go I'm not a Rockets fan. I was watching Kobe play. Man, that dude just different, man. Just the way his I don't know. I don't want to go into a diatribe, but yeah. Okay, so let me catch up. This dude Lamont, oh my God. So what's up? What's up? Joe Murphy, new media in the building. Absolutely. All day, every day. Chronicles of Judah said the same thing. Yes, Chronicles of Judah laid out what he called Michael Rappaport was a wiggle white boy. So basically you're down, because I think he dated a black girl back in the Gap. So he basically thinks he's down, but at the end of the day, he's gonna tell you what to do. And it's kind of more or less that Max Kellerman archetype. You know what I'm saying? They'll talk all that shit with you, they'll riff with you about, you know what I'm saying, Wu-Tang and all that shit. But when the rubber meet the road, you look at who they pair bond with. Max Kellerman woman is conservative Jewish. She not with these, liberal women that we deal with who just, it's whatever. It's whatever. There's no code. You know what I'm talking about? So, oh, Coach Joe, what's up, man? Shit, I did kind of give you a dry, my bad, Coach. Oh, shit, DJ said, facts, my brother. There's no code. That's why people do anything for clout. They'll dish their own for validation. Man, we see it time after time, man. I'll leave names out of this. Before my hoop jogging world, man, I've seen so many people do all kind of shit, man. I've seen some snake ass shit, bro. I've seen people try to get coaches fired because of infidelity. Let me put it that way. I've seen Dirty Mac into his highest order, bro. I've seen so much Dirty Mac, it ain't even funny, man. So yeah, man, I try to stay away from this. So let me go back to these dunkers real quick. Greatest dunkers, man. All right. H-Town bias, I'm going to go Gerald Green. Gerald Green's my number one. Aaron Gordon. Vince Carter. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Dominique Wilkins. Jason Richardson. I'm going to get Spud Webb short man bias. Three more. That motherfucker, that skinny motherfucker that played for we played for the Heat. Some junior, he played at the D League. I like him, man. That dude, that's an athletic motherfucker. I like him. I can't think his name. Dennis Jones Jr., some shit like that. I like him. I'm gonna go Stromile Swift. I love watching Stromile Swift dunk on motherfuckers, man. I'm gonna put him in there, and Sean Kemp gonna round me out. I may have left a few out, but those are my team. If I had to be hammered to a straight opinion right now, those are my team. Those are my team. Let's see. FYF said, get you on the roster, FYF community basketball game. Creators need to see if you, Lord have mercy. Give it a try, but Lord have mercy. All right. Let me know ahead of time so I can start working out, because I'm fucking terrible. I used to have bounce, man. My bounce is not there no more. Next time I go live, man, I'm going to show you what I was working with in college. I was very athletic, man. I'm not gassing myself. You see, my favorite hoopers growing up was Rodman and Moses Malone. Okay, so you like them dudes with a little bit of going on down there. I'm not mad at it. Because those ain't the sexiest players, but those are dudes that win you championships. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah. KD is the best play within the coach's system player. Yeah. Well, because KD is like a Swiss Army knife, man. He can give you literally anything you want. And he's 6'11", with a 7'3" wingspan and can shoot the lights out. I mean, if his body wasn't so goddamn fragile, man, like he would get way more respect than what he gets. You understand what I'm saying? And if his mentality wasn't so fragile, and not on the court, KD a killer on the court. I'm not putting no aspersions on him in that capacity, but if he just didn't feel the need to go at people so much because you hold yourself in such a high esteem, and I think him not having a father is probably what that is. He would just if he had the Jordan mentality, you know, with Jordan when they say Gary Payton, like, yeah, I had to get up in him, man, because Jordan don't like that pressure. And then your man Mike get that iPad, just laughing. I had no problem with the glove. You know what I'm saying? If KD had that in him, man, he would be revered so much because people will resonate with that shit. You feel the need to attack everybody, and they don't even deserve your attention, bro. They don't deserve your attention. You too good. But to me, that's that frenetic female energy that he's raised with, so he has no choice. Living in Baltimore, which is a tough place to grow up, he defaults to that mentality. But if he had more Jordan in him, just more stoic, oh, my God, man. Oh, my God. Let's see. Shout out again to Coach Joe, man. See, Shaq was my favorite athlete, but Kobe became my favorite. His death hurt my heart. Yeah, man, it hurt me too, man. I've probably shed a tear over a handful of deaths in my life. Kobe was one. But, you know, it's more or less I dropped a tear and I was over it. My best friend Ernest died 2 years ago. He wasn't a co-founder of Hoop Jargon, but he was my right-hand man, literally. He died February 3rd, 2019. And when he died, it shifted the whole balance of what Hoop Jargon and the Facebook group is. So that one I shed, plenty of tears over that. My grandmother, my grandfather. I don't think I died of Papa. Probably three people I've cried over that death in some capacity. And the reason why I say my grandfather I didn't because he was kind of an invalid, so we knew he was gonna pass. My grandmother was like sudden, so I wasn't ready for that shit. If I can think of another one, I'll let y'all know. All right, so Coach Joe say Flames, yes sir. All right, so other shit, y'all can deal with that in the comments. Derrick Jones Jr. Yeah, Derrick Jones Jr. Yeah. That's the buddy name. Let's see. Shoot me an email. I can get you on the roster. Gotcha. Say Coach Joe Lee. Oh, yeah. These live scenes doing fine. Appreciate that, D Jizzle. Appreciate it. Coach Joe, yeah, let me shoot you the link, man. Coach Joe, let me get you on here so you can talk some shit. I know Coach Joe going. Let me see. God damn it, I'm on my phone. Hold on. I got y'all. Coach Joe, I was supposed to text you too, man. I don't know why I ain't got around to doing it, man. I'm so sorry, brother. Go and click on that link, Coach Joe, so I can bring you in, man. I want you to cook, man. And I like the fact that you got so much experience. I like the fact, man, you argue a lot, man. Like, me and Coach Joe argue, man. And I want brothers to understand you can argue with another man and just leave it where it's at. You don't have to, get to the point where what they call dick measuring, right? When you put somebody on a situation where it's this or that and I ain't fucking with you up, man. If you can just exchange ideas, I don't agree, but I respect your perspective, and that's what it is. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Coach Joe, let me know when you follow that link, my brother. Let's see. This is about to be legendary. Opinion on Biden. Oh, damn, man. Y'all try to, you know what? I don't mind it because one thing y'all don't know about Hoop Jargon is, man, I'm going to say what the fuck I feel. And either you like my style or you don't, goddammit. So, Joe Biden, man, just what I feel about Trump, I'd be surprised if he lived through the term. Shit, he old, man. He old. He is a lifetime politician, which you should always stay away from. Lifetime politicians, meaning they will go with anything. Hold on, let me bring Coach Joe in. I think you're ready. I've never done adding somebody in from a phone, so it's just funny how this go. There you go. That's the man. Coach Joe. You gave me the live stream. That's what I'm talking about, Coach.
What's up there, Hoop? How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing well, man. How about yourself, man?
Man, I'm doing good, my brother. I just saw you had something on your thumbnail, brother. I had to jump in on that Rappaport KD thing, man. I had to,
Listen,
my
hey,
brother.
save it real quick. Let me address these two things, and I
Okay,
want you to cook 5 minutes
go
in a
for
row
it.
if you need to, Coach.
Go for it. Go
Yes,
for it, Hoop.
sir. Give me one moment. So this asking me about Joe Biden, and again, in my opinion, you stay away from career politicians. Means they go all over the place. Joe Biden is one of the architects of the '94 crime bill, which is the most debilitating pieces of literature. I'm sorry, of legislation for Black people, meaning the 3-strike rule. So no, I don't think he's nobody to be trusted. Kamala Harris was at the vanguard as well. So they served on Bill Clinton's board. So I just think, it's going to be 4 years of bullshit, in my opinion. So I always preach, man, do for self, man. You get your family orders in order and don't think no politician is going to fix it for you, because the same thing that the counter is, people thought Donald Trump was going to fix shit for them. He didn't. It's infallibly. It's funny you mentioned that, because I literally was talking to myself in the shower, which I do, so I can get ready to regurgitate that shit when I'm ready to talk. I know it's weird, but I do that, and my girl will be on my ass about that. Well, she don't be on my ass. She's like, "You talking to yourself?" Like, yeah, that's how I prepare, because now it flows. I don't have to search for words when I'm talking to my people when I do these streams. And I want to say one more thing, Coach Joe, and then I want you to go cook, Coach.
Okay.
How you feel about these 5-star recruits possibly going to HBCUs? My home, yeah. Oh shit, yeah, man. It's gonna be good times, and I encourage HBCU coaches to use this wave, because what happens usually with Black people, you do it while the iron's hot, and then once things level out, you go back to normal practices. So these HBCU coaches need to be on this shit right now, because the proverbial iron is hot. If nobody's showing you, Deion Sanders is showing you, dog, go this social angle right now, because there's so much opportunity right now. It's so much. So, yeah, I think it's going to be dope. All right, so let me turn the floor over to Coach. What you got, man, about the Michael Rappaport KD situation?
Well, let me say this. First of all, let me say this, full disclosure. When James Baldwin wrote Fire Next Time, okay, when he wrote Fire Next Time, and he put in there, a Black man being aware in America is like being in a constant state of rage. See, I understand where KD is coming from on this one. See, first of all, if I'm having a conversation with you and we having a conversation amongst ourselves, see, why would you go in and put it out to try to embarrass me because you couldn't do nothing when we was talking privately? See, I'm not gonna come down on KD on this one, because Michael Rappaport is out of line here. First of all, since when did you being an actor and being a New York fan, okay, since when did that give you carte blanche, give you the authority to be some kind of expert on what brothers should be doing in the NBA or the NFL? See, this country lets people speak about stuff who really don't have no right to be speaking about it. Don't really have no carte blanche to be speaking about it, no experience to be speaking about it. But then they give them the platform because of the complexion. See, and it's too many of our people that buy into this nonsense. There's a brother in the chat right now going off on new media. FYI, I think it's FYI Sports, talking about a bet or something that somebody made. Why you owe the bet? Okay, why y'all not paying y'all bet? All this nonsense.
Oh shit!
I mean, come on, dude. Keep it real. Come on, we supposed to be standing. See, I'm not gonna take Michael Rappaport's response. I love his takedown on Donald Trump, because his takedown on Donald Trump was about him and his people. I get that. But this thing about KD, you're gonna take a private conversation that me and you are having, then you're gonna put it out to the media, and then you're gonna stand back and watch the fire and act like you didn't do nothing. No, I can't go with that. I can't go with that at all. Nah. KD got way too much gravitas. Did way too much, accomplished way too much to be even mentioned on the same level as this dude. This dude done had a couple movies, 1 or 2 cups of coffee, and been riding it like a Bronco. And KD has got his life he's been performing. So I hear what you're saying, Hoop. I don't disagree with you about sometimes Kevin's a little sensitive. I mean, I get that. He's a little sensitive, and that's okay. I'm not going to knock him for being a little sensitive. He grew up without his dad. He grew up with his – I understand. I'm not going to knock him for that. But at the same time, I'm not going to say another man shouldn't defend himself against another man who he feels is attacking. See, especially someone who coming outside of the makers, who's not even a part of our fraternity. That's kind of where I'm coming from with that. Hope. What you think?
No, I think that is, and I want to address this, Lamont. I don't mind adding to the show. I don't want to focus on that aspect of what we, what's going on in the comments. So I just want to say that. So you're not welcome on the show. You definitely are, brother. I want to focus on this right here. And you and DJ can hash that out. I just want to say that off rip. So I don't want to mute your voice, but at the same time, I want to keep it on what we're talking about. If you want to talk about what we're talking about, come on, brother. But I want to leave that other shit where it need to be. So you can.
Hey, Hoop, can we say that? Can I say this, Hoop? The brother. Hey, I'll talk to DJ and see. The brother, we can hash this out. See, to me, we need to talk about these things and get these things out, because the bottom line is we're the same family. We got to deal with the same stuff. So it ain't nothing that reasonable people can't come to an understanding about. And I believe we reasonable people. I appreciate that.
Fuck it, let's do it. All right, as long as we understand that, let's do it. Fuck it, we grown men. Let's do it.
Yeah, we grown men.
Man, this live went from 3 people listening to me. This should have turned to Nook if you buck, boy.
That's right, Hoop. That's right, Hoop. That's right.
All right. So
I got No, I'm super. I'm on another platform, so I don't never really get out of whack with it. My thing is, and that's hey, Coach Joe. Hey, Coach Joe, I want to say, no, I'm good. I was going to.
Hold on, my brother. Can we speak?
No, I was going to give my I was going to tell you, I've been listening to you as far as the basketball talk, especially with the Hornets, and I appreciate a lot of the sentiments you talk, because you coming from a real coach's perspective. That's what I appreciate most when you're talking basketball. You got to have some realism to it. I know as fans, there's a lot of things people want to hear and see done, but it's just not possible. So I appreciate that. I just want to give you your props on that, because I have been checking you out from that aspect. So
thank you. Thank you.
I'm never coming at nobody in no hateful manner. I know a lot of people seem to give off that impression, but it ain't never been like that with anybody, with any channel.
Okay. Well, my brother, I appreciate what you're saying. I appreciate you saying that to me. I appreciate that so much. And I just think that, we have to, this is a time in the country right now where the universe is asking us as a family to come together. And I think we need to do that. See, and I think we need to put aside the things that hurt us, not because they don't hurt us. Okay, we should deal with them, obviously, but we should deal with them, I feel, in a different way that makes us all whole. Because we want the same things. We coming from the same place, I believe. Don't you, my brother?
No, I agree with that right there. And I didn't want to, again, the whole bet with DJ, my thing is, and again, everybody who saw the video. I got no quarrels with him. Again, if you saw the video, you would know that this is not something that I pushed on anybody. I thought, if there was a mistake and they put the bet towards me and they was joking about it, then just say it was a joke bet and y'all never took it seriously. But don't put it out there and then really act like it's a real bet. And then when you lose the bet, I get blocked on all platforms. That's what made it kind of seem snakish. Now, again, if that wasn't your intent, if you want to call me trolling, you got to know my channel. Whenever you do something bogus like that, I just turn it into a joke. And that's all I did. It to me is funny. But I just think it was just kind of silly to block me on the YouTube channel because you lost a bet. Because I never have attacked anybody credibility. I mean, I just talk basketball on my channel. I never attacked DJ personally, or never came at him a red sour. I come at with jokes about basketball, and you can't take that personally because I keep it basketball with everybody. Like Coach Joe, I still watch DJ's channel, especially when you on there, because I appreciate the insights that you bring basketball wise. I appreciate basketball. So if he has a personal quarrel with me, he can easily hit me up in the DM or anything and be like, I didn't like this or that. But I've never taken it personally. When you block me, I just didn't understand that aspect. But I don't even want to dwell on that too much because some people ain't got the $200. Maybe he didn't think the bet was real. Maybe he didn't think I was gonna pay. I don't know. But again, like you said, we should be coming together. I don't block people. I don't block people. So it's always an open invitation to come to my platform. I come to Hoop Jargon's platform. I try to come to his platform, but I'm blocked. And so I just thought it was weird there, but I don't even want to turn this conversation into that because I wasn't in the chat talking about a bet. I made one little joke about $200 like I did. I made it a joke and I left it alone. Then they said I was trolling. I never troll about it because if you watch the video, I didn't even make the bet. DJ's in the chat now.
Jargon? What's good?
He made it. DJ and Rev.
Hold on, DJ, before you go.
What's good?
No, I'm just saying DJ and Rev made the bet with me and I said bet. So when Lonzo didn't get traded, I expected to get paid and it didn't happen for whatever reason. That's on them to explain that. All I know is I didn't get paid and I get no explanation for it. That's all.
Okay, so before you go, I want DJ again. I mean, I ain't got to tell you to be respectful. That's how you roll. So
Yeah,
what is your retort to that, bro?
Thank you, brother. I'm not gonna do any buffoonery on your channel. You know, I got respect for that.
Yeah, I already know how you roll, bro.
As for Lamont, for him to put my face in his videos, the sneak disses, when this could have been a private conversation, he knows my number. That's just I was disappointed in FYF.
No,
this is not a joke. This is personal life. Hey, you know my number.
I don't have your number anymore. I never saved it. That's my fault. Yeah. I didn't save it. I don't have it.
Bro, you have my number.
And look, DJ, here's the thing.
You could have
called me out publicly on your YouTube channel. You called me out publicly on your YouTube channel with the bet. So I addressed it.
About you.
Hold on, hold on. No, when the bet was made, when the bet was made, it was on your channel. Y'all said I made a comment in the chat, and y'all said DJ said, "I bet put your money where your mouth is. I bet you $200 that Lonzo was traded." And then you doubled down on it and said, "I'll make that bet too."
Bro,
no, I'm talking about in the live stream. This is what you said. Y'all make the bet.
I barely meant you on the live streams. What are you talking about?
Hold on. So you saying that the conversation never happened?
Oh, FI in the live streams. I don't make videos and put people's faces on
DJ. DJ, that was after the fact. DJ, okay, DJ, that was after the fact. I'm talking about the bet, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all made the bet. We had already knew each other. Y'all made the bet, and y'all doubled down on it and said that's a bet. And he said that's $400. Y'all said that it's $200 from each of y'all, and it didn't happen. And then all of a sudden, when it doesn't happen, y'all blocked me, and then that's when I made the videos. That's all I'm saying. It's no hate towards you. Your mic is messed up, DJ. Your mic is messed up. DJ, your microphone is messed up.
You know, Lamont, can you hear me?
I hear you, Coach.
Okay, yeah, my brother, I hear what you're saying. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you a question. And again, I'm not about taking sides here. I mean, it's clear already. I think I've made it perfectly clear whose side I'm on. I'm on the side of
it. It ain't. I'm not. There's no side.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. So to me, what's a little bit concerning to me is it seems like a stream and what went on the stream got taken as literal and turned into something that it really wasn't supposed to. That's what it sounds like.
Okay, and I'm gonna ask you a question. Now, again, the thing is, I've asked other people that same question, so I played the video for them. And everybody that I showed that video said, and again, I can show it to you privately if you want. I have no problem with that. And everybody that I've shown have said that's a real bet. Because again, at the time of the bet was made, me and him had already talked privately. He knew my information. So I considered it to be a real bet. Now, if it wasn't a real bet, when I messaged him on Twitter on March 7th, before the trade deadline even came, he should have been like, you know, that bet was a joke. We wasn't taking it seriously. He never told me that. So because I never got a response and I reached out to him even before the trade deadline, he never gave me any indications that the bet was taken seriously. Now, if we cool, and if I'm the only one taking the bet seriously, when again they proposed the bet to me, like DJ Revolution Radio blocked me on Twitter before I even reached out to him. He blocked me on Twitter the same day the trade deadline came. So I wonder why block me? And I've never said anything about Rev. And when you talk about sneak this, I don't sneak this people. If I want to talk about you, I'll talk about you. Right. And again, I don't sneak, because again, this was done publicly. They made the bet publicly, so I talk about it publicly. Now, if it was done privately, just like with the Michael Rappaport situation, I talked about this on my channel yesterday, then I would have handled it privately. But unfortunately, they made the bet publicly, not me, on his channel. And so I handled it publicly.
Gonna give DJ a chance to hop in here too, man.
His mic was messed up. That's all I was saying. I couldn't hear him.
Right, go ahead.
You know, when I have family members like, man, who is this dude using your face on thumbnails, you know, sneak dissing you and all this? I said, I don't know.
It's not sneak dissing, DJ.
Hold on, man. Let him talk, bro.
It is sneak dissing because you know better than that, bro.
I don't sneak diss. If I want to diss you, I diss you.
I might have to mute you, bro.
All right, my bad.
He let you go, man. You gotta let him go.
I won't speak until the mic is muted, my brother. Okay. For Lamont to do that, man, I was disappointed, man. And he also told me that I blocked him for my channel, which is not true. I had a sub that did it because we found out that he was sneak dissing New Media in the chats and throwing shots. Until I looked at it, I just left it alone. And I said, we can't have that on the comment section. Just because you disagree with what I said about LaMelo Ball, just because you believe Coach Jay's Borrego knows what he's fully doing. I have an opinion just like you have an opinion. Just because you call us fans and you say that we don't know what we're talking about due to us really telling the truth that LaMelo Ball should get the keys because he's drafted number 3. He's a franchise player. But instead of just disagreeing and moving on, you kept throwing shots every time. So to a point, I had to ignore you. I had to do that because I'm not going to tolerate disrespect. I don't overdo YouTube full time. So it's there's more to life than that. I don't seek vindication off YouTube. And all this dissing brothers and dissing everybody when we all should be coming together, it's very disappointing. I don't come around YouTube trying to diss anybody. I don't care about that. I care about building with brothers and sisters. I care about unifying. But for some reason, people want to stick out their chest and act like they freaking Ron O'Neal or something, like they big time, off of a funky ass $200. I mean, I don't really care about it. It's just $200. Y'all act like it's fucking $100,000 or something. But
okay,
this is really disappointing because instead of talking about things we need to be talking about, we resorted to that. And then yesterday I saw that video, man. I was like, wow, I'm not surprised by anything. Using my face in your videos, in your thumbnails.
Now,
See,
that's why I didn't know.
Can I say something, family?
All right,
Can I say something, family?
All right, hold on. Let's organize knowledge the right way. I didn't know nothing about the video. So Joe, I'm gonna let you go first, and then Lamont, I'm gonna let you retort to that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Coach.
See, I didn't know anything about a video either, and I hadn't listened to a video. So that's why for me, I'm not taking sides on this in terms of who's right and who's wrong. To me, it's clear to me that there was a failure of communication and stuff lost in translation. This clearly would happen. People are doing shows and doing their own content, whatever it is. Hoops got his show, DJ got his show, Mont got his show. Okay, you guys got your shows, and it seems like to me what happened is that the show stuff turned into something that it shouldn't turn into. It didn't have to turn into some kind of competition amongst brothers and betting amongst brothers like we on the golf course playing golf. Are we at the playing pickup ball at the gym and we betting that way? I mean, this thing went way overboard. We are here doing content. We are here sharing our views and stuff. We are here bringing about a new way for our people to come together and to finally do something that we can do for ourselves. That's Hoop talks about. Doing for ourselves. And I think it just got lost in translation. I think feelings have been hurt, and I understand that. I don't discount that. But I say this, my family, from my heart. Can we please return to where we started at, which is none of you guys, I don't believe, decided to bring a show and make a show so that then it could be about dissing each other. I know y'all didn't do that. And so even if we find ourselves there, we can always come back. It ain't about letting the ego run rampant. We can come back. Because what are we talking about? Our family. What are we talking about? Our family being treated right. Our family not being marginalized. Our family not being put to the curb. That's what this is about. So I would really hope you brothers would find in our hearts, all of us, a way to come back to each other and use these platforms that these people that created them, not for us to use them to benefit us, but to marginalize us and divide us, is that we use these platforms to come together, because that's what it's about. I believe all of you guys did that when y'all decided to do this. You wanted to do something that would bring us together. And look at the universe, brought us together in this moment that I didn't know what was going to happen, that DJ didn't know what was going to happen, that Hoop didn't plan was going to happen, that Lamont didn't plan. But look at the universe, brought us together to do what? To heal, to come back to each other. That's what this is about. Not hurt feelings. Yes, people got feelings, or yes, stuff was said. Yes, lost in translation. We get that, but none of that is more important than who we are. And that's just what I want to share, my brothers.
Okay, so Lamont, I'm gonna let you share real quick, and then we're gonna move forward, man.
Right.
So I think
this is my last thing. And Coach Joe,
go ahead, bro.
I appreciate all the things you said. That makes complete and absolute sense. Here's the problem with what you're saying, though. Again, I went over there on his platform. If I come to Hoop Jargon's channel, like if Hoop Jargon comes to my channel, he says something in the comments, and then I put his comment on the screen and I say, Hoop Jargon, you sound crazy saying that. I bet you X amount of dollars that don't happen. And then not just make that statement, but you double down on that statement multiple times. And you double down on it again, even multiple times after that. And then even the next day on your stream, you say, don't forget about that bet. This is not something that where it was lost in translation. So again, when we say this was lost in translation, I can't give nobody that cop out, because this was something that if you actually watch the video and then you watch the stream the following day, because I have a very good memory, you would know that this was something that was understood between two men. And so we can't shake that. And so again, as Black people, you know, if me and Hoop Jargon make a silly bet and I win, obviously I might crack a few jokes that I won the bet, but at the end of the day, it's all love. You lost the bet, we move on, we live another day. It's okay. But for DJ to say that my video, when I used him in my thumbnail yesterday, look at the title of the video. It was about violations of the bro code. When we talk about the man code and the bro code, what he did to me was a violation, because to some degree, we was cool. Maybe we disagreed on basketball. Like he said, when I came to his channel, and again, my channel is FYF Debates. If you say something about basketball that I don't disagree with, I'm going to say the opposite opinion. That's not sneak dissing. That's just me having the opposite opinion of you on your team, and you just don't like it. So I never came at him personally in the comments. When he says I sneak diss, no, how can I sneak diss? And I'm talking basketball. When I talk about James Borrego and these guys, that's not sneak dissing. That's just straight basketball talking. Y'all just didn't agree. Y'all didn't agree with my perspective on Lonzo Ball, and I just happened to be right. I told y'all he couldn't be traded because he didn't sign that extension. Y'all called me crazy and bet me $200 each. So how am I wrong for calling you out for not paying? Not just not paying, because the trade deadline was on March 25th. We in the April now. I made that video yesterday. You haven't you said it's just $200. Well, let's see that $200 then. Because again, as men, we honor our word. Coach Joe was preaching all this honor stuff. There was nothing lost in translation. I can't let that slide. I know a real bet when
okay. So
let me finish.
Like
I got one thing. Again,
right, go ahead.
We all know. Again, I've shown the video on my channel. DJ has the video on his channel. He also has the video the next day in the stream when they confirmed it. But there's nothing lost in translation, because so we know that. I know that. So again, that's a cop out. Now we can leave it at that. He can have all the reasons in the world for not paying. He can say I was sneak dissing. At the end of the day, you didn't pay. I don't care what other reasons around it. What are you emotional attached to it? You can say you said your fans told you I was sneak dissing. I think that's a cop out. That's a cop out. And I was blocked on your channel. I don't know if you did it or if I did it. Let me finish. I was blocked on your channel. I don't know if you did it or I did it, but your mods are a representation of you. If they recklessly block people, I can only blame you, right? Because I don't know who blocked me. I just know you gave them the power to block people. And I got blocked for talking basketball because I never go to nobody's channel talking reckless in the chat. And I preach that on my channel. I didn't cuss you out, didn't talk about you personally, and I didn't come at you directly until I saw that you were reneging on a bet that y'all made with me.
All right, so
that's facts.
So I'm about to mute the room. Hold on, I'm gonna reset the room. Hold on, got to do it like what's that shit called? Clubhouse. And before we go further, and I want to put my face back on this thing right here, just so we can know where everything's at. Man, it's so hard on the phone. So I'm sorry, y'all. Man, this shit is right here. It's retarded on the phone. All right. Y'all see me? No, not yet. All right. So I think everybody got an opportunity to lay this shot. And I just want to say this, man. Being a 37-year-old man, I want to I think for this YouTube culture to move forward, we got to be able to be big boys and put our opinions out there, put our feelings out there. And once you do that, it's either you're moving towards a solution or you wasting your goddamn breath. So y'all both got to get y'all sides out. And DJ, I do want to let you retort. But after that, we moving towards the solution, or y'all just talking back and forth. That's what girls do. And we're not doing that shit over here. So I want to unmute everybody. DJ, I do want you to speak, my brother. And I want us to move forward. Now, Lamont, you got something to address? I do. I don't want you to be stuck out in that capacity, but I want to move towards solution. So I'm going to unmute everybody. That's just how I rock, man. You know, if y'all want to do that on y'all platform, y'all do what y'all want to do. That's just what it is over here. All right, so with that being said, DJ, I want you to go. And then, Lamont, if you got anything, that's cool. And then we're going to move forward.
Yeah, thank you, brother. At the end of the day, we live in a society of clout. Everybody's trying to get their name recognized, dissing brothers. And all I have to say is, if the showcase of, oh, I betted this dude, he lost a bet. If he didn't do that, and I told Coach Joe this, and I told a lot of people, I would have paid Lamont the funky $200 if he wasn't trying to diss me in public, in social media like that. That he ha ha bullshit, and that's just I'm not gonna take that. Bet or not, I'm not gonna take that. I don't care who you are, I'm not gonna take that at all. I'm not gonna take the disrespect, because I don't have to do YouTube, but I do it because I want to speak truth to power. I care about my people. That's why I bring the OG Coach Joe on to teach. It's really unfortunate that this had to come down to it. It's sad that this person could have messaged me, personal message, and kept it like that. You know what? If that would have happened, he would have had his $200. He would have had it. I talked to Coach Joe about this before we was even on this panel days ago. It's ethics, man. It's ethics. I'm not here to beef with anybody. I don't care about beefing, because I know our people have so much going on around the world that I'd be delusional if I'm here to settle on beef. So I don't care what FYF thinks of me or my channel. I know that New Media has great people. I know that Hoop Jargon does a great job. Coach Joe do a great job. I do a great job. JJ Video does a great job. I know that Rev channel, he's doing well. So I'm all about being a congratulator and not a hater, man. And he can make FYF Lamont, he can make all the videos about me, but I know I'm protected by the Most High. And with that, my conscience is clear and that I'm about peace, like I said. Now I'm about to go. I'm going to let y'all cook and have a great conversation, man. Thank you, Hoop Jargon, for allowing me on the panel to speak my truth. And hopefully this can be a stepping stool for people to learn. There's different ways to go about things. You don't have to diss brothers. You don't have to talk behind their name or diss what they're doing. You could do things in private. Look at Michael Rappaport. He out here revealing Kevin Durant's text messages when he could have just hold that in private. I wish we could never do stuff like this, but for some reason, here we are. And I'm not going to hold up your time, Hoop Jargon. I know you're going to talk about basketball. Coach Joe, thank you, OG, for everything. You've been a blessing. And keep doing your thing, Hoop Jargon.
All right, that's where it is. Lamont, you got anything? You hear me, Lamont? Okay.
Yeah, Hoop, I appreciate that. I appreciate you, my brother, so much, and DJ and Lamont as well. To me, this is something that just got out of hand, and I'm not gonna cast aspersions on nobody. But if you're talking about stuff on your show, Hoop, Lamont, DJ, Rev, whoever, this is content.
Oh, my bad. I lost connection. My bad.
That's okay. That's okay, Lamont.
No,
This is content. This is entertainment. This is content. See, one of the things I really appreciate. I can't say I like all the time. Okay, the way it comes off, like Hoop, you were talking earlier about like KD growing up, single, or him and his mom, the mom and the little brother, and what I mean, feeling like he has to defend and take care of everything, always got to be there defending, what I mean. So it turns out a lot of time it looks like he's insecure. See, you know what I mean. So I hear what you're saying. However, what I want to reiterate here, make clear, family, is that we have to remember what this is about and where we are. It ain't about casting aspersions. It's not about who's right and who's wrong. This is bigger than any of that. This is bigger. We have people looking at us, listening to us from all over the world. This isn't about us individually as people. See, that's what the white media has done. They want to turn everything into, this is about this person and this person and this person. No. It's not that. That's not what this is. This is about us as a people. See, and we should be able to come back to ourselves when we go too far. We should be able to come back to ourselves and say, wait a minute, and remember what the big picture is. See, the Koch brothers, I love the example that they use. Okay, I don't like their politics. I don't like what they're about. But they had a family, two brothers against two other brothers, went to court over millions and millions of dollars, billions of dollars, actually. Two brothers won, kicked the other brothers out. Okay, but did they stop being brothers? No. Did they stop being family? No. They just weren't a part of the business no more. But we still family. It's still family, and that's what I'm trying to get across here. Not that DJ's wrong or DJ.
I just got one question.
I'm gonna get Lamont. I'm gonna let you go, and then.
Oh, my bad.
Like I tell people in Hoop Jargon in the actual group all the time, we gonna do this shit. Y'all gonna stay with y'all piece, and then y'all either y'all do it inbox or y'all ain't doing it. So.
Right, and I'm gonna finish with this.
Go ahead, Coach. Go ahead.
I'm gonna finish with this, Hoop. I'm gonna finish with this. Nobody, in my view, is tuning into none of these channels to hear this nonsense. People,
I argue some do though, Coach. But we don't want them kind of people though.
I don't think anybody's tuning in for that. They tuning in for content. I agree. They tuning in for content. They're not tuning in to hear hear us battling about our feelings being hurt for whatever reason, because Lamont, DJ, Ref, all of you guys are still here. It's a blessing, still here. So the real thing hasn't changed yet, and it shouldn't. And I'm a fan.
All right, so go ahead, Lamont. I want you to say what you got to say, brother.
I got one question. Is we hear the word disrespect. I want you, DJ, to tell me one direct statement anytime where I disrespected you, because I never have. See, the word disrespect gets thrown around, especially when we talking basketball. The only thing that I've done with you is disagree with your basketball takes, period. And if you consider that disrespect, then you have a very flawed perspective on what real disrespect is, because I never called you out your name. And at the end of the day, I only questioned your character after you reneged on the bet, and after I saw I was blocked on your channel, and after I saw Rev block me on Twitter before I could even reach out to him about the bet. And so when I see the blocking activities happen over basketball takes. There was no disrespect. You said a fan told you that I was sneak dissing. You'd be hard pressed to find a time where I disrespected you and you say that I didn't reach out to you. I reached out to you on March 7th. I reached out to you well before the trade deadline. I said, you can just pay $100 because it looks like Lonzo's not getting traded. I said that before March 25th. I said, that's a plea bargain because he's not going to get traded. And you didn't respond. If you take that as disrespect, then again, like I said, I hoop with people. I like hoop jargon hoops. I get on the court and sometimes we get to calling each other bitches and hoes or all this, and I don't mean to cuss. You know what I'm saying? We get to saying all types of stuff. But again, this is stuff that happens in the field of play. And I never called you out your name during the misses up and leading the trade deadline. I never disrespected you. The only thing I did, and again, if I call you fans, if you disagree with that, I only called you a fan because sometimes it sounds like you have a fan's perspective on basketball and it doesn't include the coaching or the business. Now, hold on. That's just an opinion. What I'm saying is, remember my statement. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Remember my statement that caused this bet? I said, because of the business of basketball, Lonzo won't get traded. And then y'all said, you sound crazy. And y'all called me out on your channel and said, put your money where your mouth is. Since y'all thought I was talking out my... Hold on, DJ. Hold on, let me finish.
Go ask question, Lamont.
All I'm saying is y'all called me out when I made a basketball related statement. I was talking about the business of basketball. I never disagreed that Lonzo should be traded. I said he can't be traded because of the business of basketball. It's going to be too difficult to move his contract because he's outplayed his value. And I was speaking on the business side of it, and y'all called. So again, when you say disrespect, and again, we can leave it there because you made it clear that this is a debt that you're not going to pay. So again, I see where you stand with regards to the bet. But when you start making these allegations saying that I disrespected you, nobody disrespected you, brother. I ain't never came at you that way. I never cussed you out. I never talked about you sideways. And it wasn't until after you didn't pay your debt is when I looked at you differently, because that's your honor and integrity on the line right there.
Lamont, ask the question, bro.
Because y'all made the bet.
I got a lot of Houston, man, a little bit.
Nah, we off of it.
I appreciate it, though. I don't want to disavow anybody's retorts here.
That's my question. When did I disrespect you? What do you consider disrespecting? Give me a direct statement.
Take it over.
How did I disrespect you? Give me a quote.
Well, when you call someone who talks about sports that they're a fan, they don't know what they're talking about. New media.
It's not what I said. Be factual, bro. Be factual. That's not what I said. I did not say you don't know what you're talking about. Be factual, bro.
Anytime you disagree,
remember, you know I drop facts.
Oh, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all new media, man. Y'all just saying anything.
Hey, Lamont, I had to mute you, man. You gotta let him go. He let you go.
Come on, Lamont, man. I'm not here to go back and forth, man. Just be real with it and own up to it, bro.
Just don't lie.
You don't have to own up to it. If we could just move on and you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone, I'm good. Because this is really much ado about nothing. This is much ado about nothing.
If I would have lost the bet, it wouldn't have been much ado about nothing. If Lonzo would have got traded, it wouldn't have been much ado about nothing because y'all would have been on my ass if I didn't pay.
I haven't talked to you in a while that I wouldn't even bring up that with you.
It's cool, DJ. It's cool. We even, DJ. Don't worry about it. That's done. Hey, hoop jargon. The bet's over. He don't owe me nothing. I give him that 200 back. Look, they can have it if that's where he want to keep it. Let's just dead it right there. We see what it
I
is.
told
This
Coach
okay. Back to basketball now. It's over. Good.
Hey,
Hey,
Hoop
salute,
Jargon.
DJ.
Hoop
DJ,
Jargon.
salute.
He's
You right.
cutting me off.
You
He's
look.
cutting
You
me
can
off.
have it.
Hoop
Salute.
Jargon.
Hoop Jargon. Back to basketball.
Hoop Jargon.
It's raps. It's
No,
dead
that's
to me.
just not how it works. When I can't have the
Integrity.
last word,
We know where
I
you
was just
stand with
speaking.
it.
I was just speaking. Hoop Jargon. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lay
I
any
mean,
disses on anybody. I'm gonna say it like this.
You gotta let him talk, man. You gotta let him talk, homie.
Thank you, brother.
Go ahead, DJ.
Again, man, I hate that we have to come down to these type of conversations, but we got to get it out the way.
Which is fine. I'm okay with this. I just want to make sure everybody get their shit out so we can move forward.
It's about respect at the end of the day, man. And I was really disappointed with, what all went down. I just ignored the brother. I never acknowledged him in the channel. I just wanted to be left alone because I was like, I don't like trolling. I don't like people going around here dissing the brand we trying to do. I'm about peace. I'm about just having good old basketball talk. And it doesn't matter if I'm a ex-hooper or not. A lot of people know basketball, just like women. A lot of women know basketball. A lot of people with different ethnicities know basketball. And just because I have a perspective and think that LaMelo should get the keys to the franchise because he's
That ain't got nothing to do with the bet, man.
doesn't
Talk about the
mean
bet,
I
man.
don't
Talk
know
about why you
basketball.
reneged, bro.
Hold on, you said you done with the bet though, so man.
I'm just saying, no, I'm just saying he keep talking about LaMelo. We not talking about LaMelo today.
No,
That
I'm
ain't about
bringing
LaMelo, bro.
all the information in the circle. But like
Come on,
Coach
let
Joe
it quit. DJ, it's over. We
like
see
Coach
where
Joe
it is.
said, like Coach Joe
You making so many excuses. It's
no, I'm
raps.
not,
Just let
man.
it go.
No, I'm not, man.
It's cool, DJ.
You
Hey,
can
Hugh
go
Jargon
here
is
and
dead to
insult
me.
my character,
Look,
but
hey, look. Hey, I didn't insult your character, so you reneged on a bet. That's your character. That's what you did.
I know the type of person I am.
It's over with.
I'm not gonna allow people.
DJ, you don't have to explain it. It's cool. You don't have to explain it, bro. It's cool. Just let it go. It's right. Let's get.
Why are you cutting me off?
No, I gotta meet you, bro. You gotta let DJ go, man. Go ahead, DJ.
Through this whole time, Hoop Jargon, you know me better than anybody. If you had an honest opinion about me, what would you say? And you can be honest. This is your channel.
No, that's pretty much how you rap. That's why I'm giving you. What is the thing, man? Out of all this, I want to be 100% fluid about this whole thing, man. As far as what aligns with, I understand Lamont a lot, man. And I respect his basketball acumen. Now, I'm not totally familiar with the platform. I do know a lot of incendiary stuff goes on over there between him and Ticket and all that shit. And what I do know is that's not what I do. I'm never going to be that kind of dude, man. And I'll say this because I run a big-ass sports group with a lot of people in there. We talking about Marcus Pfizer in my group. You know what I'm saying? An ex-NBA player. You know what I'm talking about? Who else is in there? Michael Bishop. Quarterback for the Patriots and for the Kansas State, right? So I got a lot of people in there from all walks. Like I have millionaires in my group to average everyday Joes to whatever. So I learned how to moderate shit. And I'm just going to let y'all know what I'm not going to let happen, man. And I will say I can vouch for DJ, your character, of course. You put me in this spectrum where I had no place before that. And you get love and attention more than anybody else on YouTube. I do respect, again, Lamont's basketball acumen at a high clip, to be frank about it. But I do want this not going to be no motherfucking gossip page, bro. You know how I am. That's why I don't get on a lot of ball content like that, even though I'm a big fan. I wait until I see trends and then I speak. So I understand where both of y'all come from in this whole game that we have is called YouTube Sports Chat. So I want to lay that out into, again, in a roundabout fashion, to answer your question. I know you have high character, bro. Again, I know that. But again, my big thing is we got to get towards a solution. We just going to be going back and forward, and I'm not interested in it because I got to travel today. Just to be frank.
I'm about done with it, man.
Hoop
I
Jargon.
do my thing, you do his
Hoop
thing.
Jargon. If I hooped against you, Hoop Jargon, on the court, it would because of the competitor that I know we both are, because we played at a high level, we might end up talking trash to each other on the court. But after the game is over, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna dap up. And we got and that's what I'm saying. In the midst of this, in the midst of any bet, and again, this is sports talk. This is barbershop talk. I'm a jab here on your basketball knowledge. You gonna jab there on my basketball knowledge. But at the end of the day, it was never no disrespect. And that's my whole point. Like, yeah, when I felt that Lonzo, when I knew for a fact he wasn't getting traded early March, I messaged him on Twitter and I sent him a post. That's not trolling. That's just me saying I think I'm gonna win this bet. And I didn't come at you personally. Like the thing is, if we get so easily offended just off a bet, just because we lose the bet, then where we really at? Like again, if you felt disrespected, you know what, DJ, I can say it right now. If for whatever reason you felt disrespected because I came at your basketball knowledge or acumen, all right, my bad. I give you that because I never felt like I disrespected you. If hoop jargon say something I don't agree with, I can say something about it in the opposite, and we can still be cool about it. It's just basketball talk. You will never find a situation. You said I dissed your brand. You will never find a situation. When did I dish your brand? That's a lie.
So that's the question. So I'm gonna mute you because you get a little long with it, Lamont. And
It's
I'm gonna
a
let DJ do it too. All right. When did dish your brand? Go ahead, DJ.
Yeah, when he was coming through the channel, you know what's crazy, hoop jargon? Before I was monetized, I never had these problems at all. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I never had these problems. Actually, I was cool with Lamont. There was times when I was on his channel and he would disagree. I had no problem with it. But once I started getting subs, you know, that's how the game goes. It's a game within the game.
When did I dish your brand, bro?
Hey, bro, you did that months ago when you were on the
When?
channel.
Give me the goods and the lie.
Don't tell him.
Come on.
New media is spewing false.
Pull it up. Pull it up. No, I never said that. I don't even say new media. Stop lying, bro. That's a lie, man. You pull it up. Pull up. Pull it. Now I can make a bet with you. I bet money that you won't ever find a quote in your chat with me saying that. Now I'll make a bet with you. That'll be a real bet. I bet $100 you can't find that quote. Go find that quote. I bet $100. Okay, look.
You just admitted that you called us fans.
Hold on. That's not a disrespect. Hoop jargon. If I call your basketball knowledge fans, hoop jargon, is that disrespectful?
We don't know basketball. We just fans.
Hold on. Real disrespect is me calling you out your name. You said I disrespected your brand, not calling you fans.
What about the thumbnail?
Hold on, bro. That sounds like you and your emotions about basketball.
Hold on.
About the thumbnail
you gotta let him answer the question, bro.
What about the thumbnail picture? Did you or did you not put my face on your thumbnail?
After, okay, answer. I'm trying to answer. Hold on. After March 25th, hoop jargon. After
questions, we gonna talk in circles.
Here's the thing. After March, hoop jargon. After March 25th, when the trade line ended, when I saw that Lonzo Ball got traded, and I didn't see that $200 hit my cash app, that's when all bets were off. Because now, when you don't pay, now that's telling me you a punk, Lamont. We ain't gonna pay you. We gonna block you. We ain't even gonna talk with you. We ain't gonna say nothing. We ain't even gonna tell you why we not gonna pay you. Y'all just don't say nothing. Y'all give no reason. So basically, it's hold on. I only put your face on there because look at the title of the video. Hold on. You didn't. That was yesterday. It was called bro code. You violated the man code by not paying your debt. So yes, I put your face out there. But did you pay?
Listen, man. I mean what I say. Y'all gonna answer direct questions or this shit is over. I have to travel to Houston today. I'm not gonna do this shit, man. And I got love for both of y'all in two different spaces. Either y'all gonna answer direct questions or this shit is over, man. I have to travel.
Yeah, I'm
gonna keep it a buck,
bro. Yeah, I'm not trying to embarrass you on your channel, man. And hoop jargon, man, you keep doing your thing, and I'm gonna keep doing my thing.
Sad.
And like I said, I'm not gonna let anybody trash my character, man. I do too much in this world to let it be trashed by random people.
I didn't just pay your bet if you don't want to tarnish your character.
But peace and blessings to everybody, man. And
come on, man.
Try to be
just
positive,
pay your debt. That's what men do.
Right,
okay.
All right.
It's a bet. That's all.
Hey,
everybody loses bets.
Like I said, jargon, man. I apologize for it.
Come on, man. Stop it, bro. That's
what
basketball is, man. Because if you hoop, you know what trash talking is. That's why I can take a little bit of it.
But like I said, these people want to have the last word, man. If you want to have the last word,
DJ, just let it go. I said it's cool. You don't owe nothing, man. You good. You don't owe nothing.
Man, listen.
My bad. Hey, hoop jargon, my bad.
I know before you go, I just want to say, man, listen, again, DJ brought me into this world, the YouTube spectrum. And I just want y'all to get to the points because I'm not capping. I really do got to go travel. I got to go take a COVID test while I'm in this wedding I'm in tomorrow. I got to travel to Houston, in LA. Is there anybody know where I'm at? So I see homie saying hoop jargon on that fuckery. Now I'm a grown ass man, homeboy.
No, don't do that. Don't do that, yeah.
I made grown. No, it's okay. Nigga, like you said, bro. I played basketball against Baylor. Louisville, Texas A&M. I've been called everything. That don't affect me at all. I just want to explain grown man shit to YouTube people, man. And that's what it is. I stand on my square in any place I'm at. So I'm really just literally like I was supposed to go to this shit for 30 minutes in real. If I got my girl in the other room, we literally gonna fly to Houston, man. So it's not that it turned to something else, no problem. I wanted y'all to get that shit off y'all chest and move forward, and that's it, bro.
It's not nothing. It's just like I said. If me and you said we're gonna play one-on-one at the community basketball event, we talk trash during it, and you beat me, I can't back out at the end and be like, "Oh, you was talking trash, so I can't pay you." In real life, where I come from, that's really fighting words when you don't pay like that. But I'm not taking it there with them, but it's just basketball talk, and it's just sad. I don't like it when people get so emotionally invested in it that then they try to say that I'm disrespect. I'm never gonna disrespect nobody's brand, because if you look at some of the videos I put out, I talk about how to build up your brand. I never disrespecting his brand. And so again, I respect what he's doing. I like how he grinding on his channel, but I didn't make the bet. They made the bet with me.
But you did say on numerous times that you offered. So I mean, my thing is, bro, if you offered, you offered. And and I'll say this too. So me running the hoop jog in the group is in plenty of situations where people bet, but they didn't lock the bet in as quote. So I've seen this. So all this shit is like shit I've seen many times over. So to me, it's like, man, two grown men lock some shit in, whatever. Like, because I mean, you can play the obscure game and whatever. I do want to address this dude, and it doesn't offend me to see shit like this. It doesn't offend me. Who got a cape for this fool? Nigga, you don't know me. You don't know what I do. You don't know what I'm about. So I get you on here defending your boy, you know, amongst your boy. That's cool. Just you don't know what I'm about, man, at all. So I do want to be frank about that. That's just what it is, man. And I just want to get towards a solution, because y'all two brothers who are valuable to this whole thing that we do. And I want to get to a solution, because I'm seriously serious that I'm trying to travel, bro. Like, but I want y'all both. I didn't want you, Lamont, to feel like your opinion wasn't heard with this situation. You understand what I'm saying? And I do want it to be, he said, who am I siding with? I'm siding with whatever they agree with. Man, I'm not, listen, guys. This ain't elementary school no more. Like, I don't have to side with shit. I side with brothers building and going forward. Obviously, I'm close to DJ and Lamont. You know, we've dealt with each other in certain spaces. But I want to hear Lamont's point of view just as much as I want to hear DJ's. And I walk away from it, nigga, going to Houston to a motherfucking thing. If I got any kind of integrity, well, I'll tell you what, my nigga. I ain't on YouTube to get no random nigga integrity. So if you think what I'm doing ain't of integrity, then guess what? Don't watch my channel, homeboy. It's that simple, dog. It's that simple, bro. They say, who am I capable for? Who would you play for in college? Stephen F. Austin, Prairie View A&M University, bro. So, man, I am who I am. I'm not gonna change it, bro. I'm not. And I don't get in feelings.
I'm out. I'm about to lose signals. I just want to say salute to the channel.
Okay, my man say, Kevin, and FYF, you want to hop on again, bro? You know, this live turned to something that it wasn't meant to be. But I mean, you know, I welcome it. I just want to get towards solutions. And my man saying, Cap, you sound like a little kid, bro. That's cool. That's cool. But yeah, bro. Until next time, hopefully we meet on better terms and we move forward. So yeah. Hoop Mecca wants a link. Tell them to click on the link up front. Yeah, so I mean, you know, that fanboy shit don't mean nothing to me, man. I see some of y'all coming over to, you know, defend your boy FYF, and that's cool. That's how I go. That's how I go. I'm not no. One thing you'll see on my channel, I'm not no hoe, and I let in with that talking about Michael Rappaport. I ain't no hoe, and one thing I don't do is just talk to be talking. That's just what it is. Nah, you got it, bro. And, you know, I just want everybody to speak their piece, and then where you go from here, that's on you. That's on you, man. Because at the end of the day, man, like DJ says, like other people said, it's money out here for everybody, bro. It's money out here for everybody, and I want both of y'all brothers to succeed in y'all channel, and that's just what it is, man. That's just what it is. And I'm not here for no fanboy shit at no point. And DJ know that about me. That's probably who I appear on most. And that's why I don't talk again about the Ball family as much as I would want to. I just got to build that tolerance up to talk about it. because I respect basketball. I respect basketball, man. I'm all about that, talking that shit as far as basketball is concerned. My man say, what you trying to say? What are you asking me? What are you asking me? I'm telling you, you sound like a fanboy. You sound like a fanboy, bro. You saying all kind of shit. You don't know what my platform's about. You don't know what I'm about. So you throwing these ad hominems out there in the chat. I mean, that's your right. That's okay. I ain't tripping. But just, you sound like a fanboy, bro. All right. Let's see. Respect. I mean, it is what it is, man. I stand on principle, man. I don't care. Because y'all got to understand, this YouTube game get conflated, man. A lot of different views and ideologies get thrown around, alliances, loyalties, and whatever. At the end of the day, bro. At the end of the day. Nigga, I'm Cliff. Man, I don't hide behind shit. I'm Clifford Franks. I played basketball at Stephen F. Austin State University. As a freshman, I redshirted. I went to Mountain View College in Dallas, Texas, a junior college. And I finished up at Prairie View A&M University, HBCU, the last 2 years. I played against many NBA players. I had decent stats. I went overseas to Europe. I played in Portugal. So again, I'm not hiding behind shit. Portugal for Villa Polka de Aguiar is the name of the team. I went to second team was SG Mannheim in Mannheim, Germany. Third team was this is about 15 years ago, 2007. So yeah, close to it. Benetton Fribourg Olympic, which is in Switzerland. I don't hide behind shit. Y'all gonna pull my numbers up. My numbers in college weren't great. And if you understand how college basketball is, nigga, it's hard as fuck to first get on the court and to maintain being on the court. I ain't one of these niggas flexing on the internet, bro. I'm gonna be who I am based off my own merit. Because what? The internet's a powerful tool. I can sit here and make all this shit up and lie about my career, bro. That's just, you know what I'm saying? The life is gonna exist where it exists, bro. And it's either y'all down with what I'm with or you not. And guess what, man? I'm gonna sleep like a baby regardless. I'm gonna sleep like a baby, dog. Let me add a link to my boy AB real quick. Hold on 1 second. AB the hero. Gotta get my boy AB on here real quick. Bear with me. Damn. Okay, let me get that. Hold on. Appreciate y'all rocking. Hold on 1 second. Let's see, AB. All right, let's see. You scared? I just said, Shay, I'm gonna let you in. Let me see what you gotta say, Shay. You just come in and be respectful. That's all I ask, man.
Oh, always. I think this shit is dumb.
What you got, Shay?
It's just dumb. Like, I understand, like, people, the meaning of honoring adult, but it's dumb. Like, just let the shit go. And people are up here talking about they not messy. I've been seeing y'all being messy, and I don't like that.
You don't like the fact that they're going back and forth?
Yeah, like going from channel to channel hopping. Because honestly, AB was like the first channel I ever went on to kind of talk sports and stuff. And I used to kick it with AB all the time. But I knew about DJ already from the barbershop thing that he had with somebody else on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's how I found out about DJ.
Okay.
Is from the barbershop channel that I forgot who used to be on there with him, but that's how I found out about him.
Okay.
But I don't like this back and forth going to channel talking about people and talking about fanboyism. Like, that's stupid.
Well, I mean, you gotta understand this YouTube spectrum, man. People get detached from reality real quick. Because if AB, I sent it to your Instagram, bro. I literally sent that link to Instagram. Let me put it in the chat. But no, I'm saying here's what gets conflated, man. So in this YouTube world, a lot of protocol that is normal amongst like, you know, basketball talkers, hoopers, whatever, it gets conflated in like homeboy shit, rah-rah shit, whatever you want to attribute it to. And I guess me, if I was a little younger, if I was 10 years younger, I would probably be a lot more turned up, you know, because I'm 37. So at 27, I ain't gonna lie, I was reckless as shit. Again, I told people in the chat, man, I'm not a small dude, man. I'm 6'7", 240 in real life. So what happens is in YouTube, if you got a keyboard, you can say what you want to say. And that's cool, but you know how it goes. At some point, you got to see somebody, and I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, I got too much to live for there. I'm not trying to just be talking reckless. And so what you see is either people align with somebody that they like the most in YouTube, or they get so dug into shit that they feel like they got to be on one perspective. And all I'm all is the perspective of hoops, man, of basketball, man. That's all I care about, man. That really is, man. That's all I care about. Because at the end of the day, those two brothers can go and do that. And 6 months to a year later, you know what I'm saying? You let bygones be bygones and you rock forward, man. And so that's what I'm a big proponent of, man. That's just real shit.
Yeah, and I like that's what I rock with. But like I said, people being messy, all of a sudden you don't rock with this person no more. You can't be a part of the channel and all this calling people delusional just because I want to rock for a player and not a team. That's corny.
It is, but it gets like that because basketball, well, sports in general, it's like what they call the great distraction. It's meant to make you, how can I put it, involved in it, invested in it, because you spend your money on it. You're willing to fight. I've seen people get killed over sports teams, get their ass whipped over sports teams, right? So we got to understand that we, as much as we think we're not a part of that, we are, if we allow ourselves to be. So that's why, again, my biggest thing is let them two get their shit on. And I do want to say I do have to travel, man. I gotta go get this damn COVID test for this wedding I'm gonna be in. But I do want to say that this is an interesting situation, man. And I'm glad they got both them things off their chest because they got to move forward. Whether they rock with each other past this point or not, you got to move forward, man. And that's what I was just about. Go ahead, Shay.
But I wanted to say this too. Let that be between them. Like even if both of them bring it to their platforms, let that shit be between them. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Rock with who you gonna rock with. Like I'ma still look at Lamont's stuff and of course DJ stuff. Like I'ma look at everybody's stuff. I'ma try to be a part of everybody's chats and live streams, but it ain't got nothing to do with me. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, I can't rock with you no more. And all that. That's stupid.
Absolutely. And this reminds me of Ball Facts and DKM about a year ago. This reminds me of, if y'all watch like the Manosphere, there's this guy named O'Shea Duke Jackson and the Same the Center. I watched both of their shit. Like all four of them dudes I watched, but you don't have to be so much of a fan that you cannot just be objective. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, DJ, I owe a lot to my YouTube career. But at the same time, I want to hear Lamont say his piece too, because I want them brothers to come to a consensus and move forward. Speaking of another cat who helped me with my career, or dude I looked at beforehand, AB the hero, man. What you got, AB?
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
I'm good. We got you, bro.
You crystal clear.
Man, I would say this is, I like hate to see that as well. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I respect both them cats. You know what I mean? And I think that it's important for us to stick together and build each other up. You know what I'm saying? And we got to keep them lines of communication open. So that way, when we had these type of disagreements and things of that nature, we can handle it off the platform. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I do think it is interesting, though, where when you start to get these beefs going and have these conversations, everybody and their mama show up to listen and talk about it, though. You know what I'm saying? There'll be many times where I done been on here with my man Hoop Jargon and be me, him, and a few folks having that conversation. I look up today, it's 30, 40 people in here listening to the drama. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I think that so many times we spend 90% of our time talking positive and handling things the right way. You get to a space where you get to 5 to 2% of drama, and everybody, their mama come out the woodworks.
Yep.
And so we just, as a culture, got to figure out how to uplift the positivity. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what you doing, snow skiing, bro? What you got? Bundled up over there.
This you know, it's Saturday, man. You know what I'm saying? I was finna come on here and be an anti-hero. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do we rep the Akatsuki sometimes. What's up, Shay though? Shay be coming. She used to come through the channel before the police came through and shut me down off my live streams.
Oh damn.
So yeah. But
nah,
man.
Shout out to Shay, man. Join the chat, man, for real.
Yeah.
I like level-minded people, which I didn't know Shay, but Shay came in with the right energy, so
yeah.
Shay can rock.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I've always been very clear to this. Like people think it sounds weird, but I'm a fan of players, not teams, because I think Golden State has all taught people a lot of lessons. Even with the Bulls back in the day, people band ride like crazy. So I'm kind of like, man, I'm cool. You know, let me just be the fan of a player and not the team. I'm cool with that. Like I'm respecting history and what I don't know nothing about. I'm willing to learn and get the understanding, but don't try to sway my opinion to what yours is because I don't agree with you.
There you go. I'm gonna add SB Sports Talk in the building, man. Let's see what you got, man. As long as you come respectable, you stay in.
Oh yeah,
What you got on the chat, my brother?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can.
Man, I'm always gonna come respectful, man. You already know I say girl take those fake debates, but now, pretty much with it's a lot of things you got to look at, bro. I'm from Chicago, and like I done seen a lot of stuff go down. A lot of people's lives lost over stupid, and that could have been handled better. But the point is this: as us, we always want to be positive. Black men that want to build culture. You gotta, as a man, we got is our word and what we got to stand up and what we believe in. But when you go away from it, it makes yourself look bad. Now, don't get me wrong. I've seen the video and the evidence of that. Yes, this is true. The only problem that I have is this: don't claim that somebody's doing anything until you look at it. Because the problem is when people start growing, you get your fans who believe in you. Yeah, that's any side. You get your egos. And when men take egos, they don't want to take that L, or either way, they don't want something another to get leverage over them. And that's the problem we have is, man, we let our pride get in the way of anything. The situation is not that big to that. It's easy. You can easily communicate it. Like I said, I don't like no cop-outs either side. You can't just say, oh, I felt disrespected, so I'm not doing this, that. Either just be like, nah, bro, I ain't paying, or I'm going to pay you. You know what I'm saying? Because now it makes you look crazy saying that, oh, man, we need to stay together, this and that, but situation. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me say this, brother. One thing with this YouTube game, man, is like a lot of stuff that don't get confirmed in a sense where like you rock with somebody, whereas what you're saying is literal, right? Because we know in the street, you make a bet, handshake go down, it's gonna be problems if you don't pay up. We all understand that, right? What you do see with this shit, and again, I'm only saying this because I see AB is skiing the slopes over there. What I will say is a lot of shit gets conflated in banter. You know what I'm saying? And so basically, you're just talking in this spectrum. So I'm not mad at Lamont wanting to collect on that. But what I'm not gonna do is let you go back and forth about bullshit. If you feel that way, you hop in the inbox, you hash it out. And I only say that because literally in my group, I've handled this same situation for 10 years the same way. Like, nigga, it ain't my responsibility to step in and preside over that. That's something that two men need to handle out. I'll let you speak your piece, and that's it. We moving forward. Like, it's not no bet collection platform. It's about hoops. You know what I'm talking about? And so I see Mecca, he's not rocking what we're saying, and that's fine. Like, I'm okay with that shit. Like that to me, I'm glad you listening to me. That's cool.
Hey,
bro, what you got? And I'll let you go back again, SB.
Naruto background though. Hey, you killing me, bro.
Yeah, that's my right.
Yo, what I want to say is that
right some shit.
From here's how I look at it. Right, with there's so many things that we've been talking about. So when it comes to the betting and the money, obviously, like if you in the real world, you know what I'm saying? My man talking about from the shy and all of this jazz, like things get handled certain ways, right? I think what we got to keep in mind though, and I think the difficult part of the platform, YouTube, speaking of things in the media, is that a lot of it is entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Right. So a lot of it is just extra being boastful. And like Lamont was saying earlier, it's the same thing. It's competition at times where if we on the court hooping, I might talk. We talk about the Kevin Durant stuff, right? And he was going in on old boy in the DMs or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, is he really gonna pull up on and spit on him? Probably not, right? It's just some like we talking trash to each other. So I'm gonna keep elevating it and taking it to the next level. And so I think it's hard to say, especially when we talk about this money and whether or not you owe it or not. It's like, what was it? Was it said in like jest? You know what I'm saying? Was it like, yeah, I paid $200 and it's all entertainment and we just talking, or are we in a situation where folks are approaching that with a level head and really put money on the line? You know what I'm saying? I think that if you look at it from those two spaces, if this a real bet, then yeah, pay the money up. If we just on some BS and are we just talking, you know what I mean, creating content, then like, then it is what it is. You know what I mean?
The reason why I said it, because I seen that video evidence, and when watching the video, yeah, my only point is this though. Like I said, I'm not saying like I'm from Chicago, because I've seen a lot of situations like this go left over nothing, and they handled. You know what I'm saying? Like YouTube, we got this all entertainment. That's why it's like the WWE to me. We should always keep it entertainment. It should never go that far. We're here to put smiles, laugh, and bring our knowledge. That's how. You know what I'm saying? But all this literally has to do done. Like I said, I hate that when we go through a situation or you might have to handle something as a man, stand on your ground, don't use it, man. I just want to be peaceful, respectful. No, we got to sleep together. Like, no, don't use it as a cop-out. Like, be a man, like, okay, bro, look, I ain't take the best serious, my fault. I ain't know it's serious. In the conversation. That's a two-step conversation that could have been ended. But we go left and say, oh, I heard you saying this, and that, or my fans saying you saying this, and that. Somebody could be like, there's jargon on there talking about you. All I see is my face on your thumbnail. Did I look into it? No, nothing. Because like I said, your fans will always uplift you, be on your side, or they always, sometimes people love the drama. So that's why it's like always best.
That's facts.
Here's what I'll say too, right? And this is my like honest opinion on that. My worst I honestly, I typically stay out of the YouTube drama. I don't make no video.
All the way out of it.
I will do a review on like Stephen A. I'll do a review on somebody random. I think like because I'm a bit cool with DKM, like he has some takes, and then I talked to him. I was like, bro, I'm gonna react to it. You know what I'm saying? There was a time where I wanted to react to I think a DJ video, and I kind of didn't do it because I don't want things that I'm saying to be taken the wrong way, right? Because I don't want to end up on nobody's thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? In the slightest, like I try to keep positivity and all of that in my channel. So I don't want to be like, I don't want to have somebody trying to ether me or expose me or do all kind of extra stuff. Like that ain't my vibe. I'm not going to go there with you. You can say whatever, because there's been times where I've been on the platform and like y'all talking about people, my subscribers would be like, yo, such and such said this about you. Such and such is doing this. Go check out this video. This stuff happening. Yeah. And like, and it ain't on me to respond, bro. I just don't, I'm not doing it because I think that what I've realized is I am not like crazy enough or I'm not petty enough to keep elevating it, right? Yeah. So I understand that 99% of the folks who going to expose somebody on the internet is probably more petty than I am. And they're going to want to take it to a length that I'm not ready to take it to. You know what I'm saying? So
let me say this. Let me say this too. Yeah. So if anything that's groomed me is, again, having my group Hoop Jargon, bro, on Facebook. Literally. Like all this shit that's going on right now, I've seen this in real time. Yeah. On a different scale. Right. Like people digging pictures up of somebody's family, making a meme and shit. Like we have this thing called Memed Up Mondays. On Monday, you go with somebody next. So this ain't nothing I ain't seen play out in real life that has damn near led to a fight before. Like, cause my group is based out of Houston, right? I've seen this shit out there. So this YouTube shit is just nothing. It's like a replay of a movie that I already know. That is, if you got any organization of people gonna think right, left, or in the middle. That's just how it goes. So when I see this shit, all I can do is just say from a 37-year-old perspective, I don't give a shit about y'all bet, man. I don't. What I do want to do, since it became a thing, I want y'all to speak y'all mind. I gave y'all a chance to speak y'all mind. As far as I'm concerned, it's over. I made this video about KD and Michael Rappaport. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn YouTube bet. I don't. So with that being said, you know, I see the comments. Y'all riding for your boy, and that's cool. Like Lamont, for I understand, is a smart dude. He's worthy of being ridden for. I would say that. But at the same time, like I'm not gonna make no 2-hour discussion about motherfucking a $200 bet. Right. I'm sorry. I make over $100,000 a year. That don't mean nothing to me. That means nothing to me. You understand what I'm saying? So, but I did want his followers to get a chance to just see perspective. But at the same time, I'm not for the fuckery, man. That ain't how I rock, bro. That ain't how I rock, man.
My thing is not even about the bet per se. It's about the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's the trickle down into the whole culture, right? It's the same thing you talk about, right? When you say DJ open the door for you, you know what I'm saying? Lamont got a platform. I'm a while back, man, I was having this conversation with Ball Facts. And one of the things that I was telling him, I was like, what I love about where we at right now with the culture is it feels like, you know how you got First Take and then Ryan Clark come in, you know what I'm saying? Or you got Undisputed and they have Chris Broussard and then they have such and such come.
Yeah, I get where you're going with
the
that.
culture is so everybody collaborate and there's nothing for me to pop up on FYF Sports and then be like, oh, AB the hero, you know what I mean? And then we all hop on here and the whole culture today show up on Hoop Jargon channel and it's love and support. And I think that when you get them type of clashes, and that's why I respect you for doing what you're doing today, like it stands an opportunity where folks start drawing the line in the sand and you don't have a Mecca Facts in here riding for, you know what I mean? And you don't have a Shay on here coming to it. And I think that that's the part that I even why I wanted to hop in is because I feel like as many people as we could showing support for the culture, we won't let these like little tiffs and disagreements break down the beauty of what we got going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm gonna let you go, SB.
No, I wanted to say.
All right, Shay, I'm gonna let you go, and then SB. So real quick, so DJ right or wrong, I don't care. So FYF said there's another picture. I mean, a video he put out. I've not seen it. I don't delve into this. I work 10 hours a day, man. I haven't be off today. But I'm old, man. Like I don't do that shit. Like I really don't. So I go look at it. I don't have a real opinion. I never did. I never said DJ you was wrong or right. I was like, you feel that way? And Lamont got on the channel. I like Lamont, tell me how you feel, and that's it. So I don't have a qualified opinion to know. I just know that I'm not gonna sit here and be riding for somebody over a $200 bet that was made over YouTube. I don't give a shit about. Let's step back a second. Think about the real life you live. Why would I, a grown ass man, living in Los Angeles, California, paying this expensive ass rent, why do I have enough investment to care about that? And you in your own life should think the same thing too. So I don't care enough to have it. I don't take a lie. I don't care. Them brothers both said their piece, and that's it to me. That's it. Hold on. You ready to go? I promise Shay to go, and then that's
okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, I just like to say this real quick.
Hold on real quick. Buddy say I'm a capper. All right, man. Whatever you say. That's cool, bro. All right.
Nah, I was just about to say too. Like I said, I met AB first, and then of course Ball Facts and them. I had a feeling that something went down with Ball Facts and DKM. I didn't know what it was, and I did not care. I did stick around and still support, both of those guys. I don't care, and I don't see why people in this chat trying to keep it going. It's none of your business. Let it go. Let it be between them. Let it be what it is. If he creating videos about the situation over there on Lamont's channel, let it be. Don't bring it, to DJ's Live or whoever you think associated with Live. That's childish.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why they do it. Because in YouTube, it's like a subculture where you can just say anything on the internet. You can say anything the fuck you want. And there's a space for that. So you can go in there, take your cape off, all this shit, y'all. Listen, man. This ain't real. All this shit that's going on right now, that ain't real. DJ Lamont ain't never gonna meet in real life. So y'all getting so staunch over something that has no realistic ramifications for it. So you can say what you want to say all through this chat. You just helping promote the video. So I have an overstanding of this shit. So you cannot like it, and that's your prerogative. But just understand what you're doing. You're doing something that has no realistic ramifications for it. So AB, I know you ready. Let me go to SB, and then AB, you're gonna go second.
Okay.
Go ahead, SB.
Now, how I said, how I raised now, I understand everything. Like I said, I'm like Lamont, my boy. That's how I came through. But like I said, I don't take.
That's real. That's real.
Like I came through. I seen Lamont was the first, and I end up telling him like, yeah, bro, check out this person, check out this person. That's how I be seeing everybody. Like, yeah, they make this. Even if, like I said, he was on my side. Like, even if Lamont was wrong, I told him like, nah, bro, you wrong. The reason why I see it the way I seen the video, the evidence, and he not making like 10, 12 videos about. That's why I said it's always good look into stuff yourself. Because like I said, most people might come to me and say, hoop jargon saying this, hoop jargon saying this, but I didn't look into one time it's going on what people were saying, and then that's how miscommunication happens, then bad situation goes on. But like you said, we should be able to move on. Like I said, that conversation, I appreciate you handling the way as a man. Like, look, bro, I'm tired of hearing all this about y'all. Just get it off. Handle your business. Say what you gotta say what you gotta say. Because it's always gonna be he say, she say, the third, yes, say this. Because now somebody, Lamont probably ain't say nothing about the bet, but somebody come to Lamont channel and say, hey, Lamont talking about you. Well, he saying this, that. Somebody go to DJ channel, go to Lamont channel saying, hey, DJ talking crazy. But neither one of y'all actually sit and talk to each other. That's why it goes here. That's why I do appreciate you for just like, bro, just like, I'm tired of hearing all this. Y'all just get it off and handle the situation, make the situation over with.
Just handle it. Like, I don't care, but if y'all want to hash it out, that's on you.
Yeah,
I just want to be a facilitator. That's it. Go ahead, AB.
Here's what I'll say, bro. It is the internet, bro, and it's at the end of the day, but it's more so entertainment in any aspect. So here on YouTube, you got the opportunity to say whatever you want. But if you listen to the regular media, the news, the blogs, the papers, they just hop on there and say whatever they want too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there are people who are invested in this money and this bet or whatnot. And it's the same as like the same people. I used to get into an argument. Me and my girl back in the day used to talk about this where I'd be making videos and all of this stuff on YouTube. And she was like, "But why are you making videos? It's YouTube." And I'm like, look, you just watched 6 hours of the Kardashians. You know what I'm saying? And you talking about me being on the live stream for 2 hours. You know, it's the same shit. If you could spend 6 hours watching the Kardashians, if you could spend 3 hours, 4 hours a night watching through 2 or 3 NBA games, then it's not nothing crazy to think that you would also spend the same amount of time like invested in what's happening between these two young brothers who you like watch and support on a day-to-day basis. So at the end of the day, like I know what Lamont was saying earlier, so it's okay to be fake if it's entertainment. And to me, it's okay to be fake if you're trying to entertain, right? If you're entertaining and you are like putting the character on to some jazz, you know, I don't walk around every day with an Akatsuki uniform, but sometimes if I'm on the live, I might throw it on. You feel me? And so it's not an accurate rep. I have a green screen, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't my actual house, but it's just an entertainment thing. Now, I'll say this. If there's some money, if me and Hoop Jargon, I trust and believe that if me and you make a bet, and we like back in the day when I was schooling you on Jimmy Butler and how he was, you ain't want to see it, but he kind of fell off a little bit. But I'm gonna say that's COVID. But when I was schooling you on Jimmy, if we had made a bet, I would have expected you to give me the bread. You know what I'm saying? However, if you would not have given me the bread, would I have then hopped on here and been like, yo, I just want to let y'all know that Hoop Jargon say he was going to give me the money and he didn't do it? I probably wouldn't have done that. But, you know what I mean? To each his own with that point.
Yeah. I've literally had this situation where people not pay me $50, $100, $200, again, over the course of me having my group. So I'm not speaking from a standpoint of not seeing it play out amongst people. You know what I'm talking about? So I want to let that be known. I just don't want to just live about that shit. Like I don't.
Yeah. Okay. Well, switch it up then. What you trying to talk about?
Y'all
want some cookies?
Man. And if it's on site, it's on site.
My sister, you talking about? You got
Okay.
Hey, look. Oh, we got a battle, bro. We got a battle, dog.
We definitely got a battle. I'm gonna definitely.
Wetbox, what's up?
Oh, too. Hoop Jargon. I didn't know you do this. I'm gonna definitely subscribe to you too. And
fuck with me.
Channel one time. If I didn't subscribe, I'm definitely gonna get in y'all show. Y'all definitely welcome to come to mine, chop it up anytime, man.
I be seeing you live, SB.
I appreciate it, man.
Man, SB,
I enjoy it.
I'm gonna check you out.
In the comment thread, I'm gonna follow you, bro.
All right, bet.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate the
I will
conversation.
too.
It's all about the conversation, man.
Oh,
and I appreciate y'all on here. I don't want to
Where
bias.
are
I
you?
want everybody to get their shit out.
AB.
Forward.
Say what?
What's that background? Where are you supposed to be?
That's a Hidden Leaf Village.
Look, I gotta get back. What's my green shit? I'm coming on your channel with the trunk. Dropping pack spear bombs over there.
Shit, that's funny.
Hey, what's y'all if you don't mind me asking, What y'all feel about the Clippers for real?
Shit. I mean, the Lakers ain't in it, so it's open.
I got the Nuggets, man. The Clippers still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
On them big leagues, man.
I can't be disappointed in somebody that didn't already, well, somebody's that's already didn't show me who they are. I just don't understand them.
That's fair.
Yeah. I don't. I think it's
trust
this.
Kawhi Leonard. I don't trust a lot else over there, man.
Yeah.
That's what it shakes out at, man. They got rid of Lou Will. So chemistry's down. I mean, if you play 2K, you know when you start trading players, your chemistry goes down, right? And that's literally how it is in real life. Because you want guys who know where you're gonna be at that time, at a high clip, and that's how you win championship level basketball. Now with AD and Braun out until who knows when, there's opportunity there, but they didn't get.
But they don't take it,
huh?
I said they don't. I shouldn't say they don't take it. And I told you I'm a fan of players. Paul George doesn't take it. I don't get what's wrong with him at all. Like I look at him and I want the best for him, but I don't think he wants the best for himself. He just cool getting paid whatever he getting paid or getting ready to get paid. He just cool. He's cool with being mediocre to me.
I think he does want to be good. I don't think he knows how. Yeah. I don't think he can tap that next level like a Kobe could tap, or Jordan could tap, LeBron could tap. I think that's the problem. He talks himself up a lot because he don't talk like he don't want to win. He just don't know how to do it.
Yes.
Mentally. So I think that's so. But with the panel, y'all can chime in.
Man, I think Paul George. I feel like there's these moments where you had your opportunity to take it to the next level, and his moment was when he was in Indiana. You know what I'm saying? It was the Pacers versus was the Heat. And it looked like Paul George was the next biggest thing, you know what I'm saying? And then and he never like took the step. Obviously, he had the injury that set him back a bit, but so I think, oh God, you all right over there?
Sorry, yeah.
Roller.
Yeah.
No, clean.
I just mess with you.
So I think that's my thing with PG. I feel like he was about to be a superstar. And like he had that injury and it slowed him down, and it slowed and put him in a position to where he had to he was knocking on the door of being like one of the next big things where he was going to be impactful. But then you start bouncing around, you go spend the season with Russell Westbrook and Oklahoma City. You ain't learn how to win there. You know what I'm saying? You come over to LA, you ain't learning how to win there. So I don't know, you're all over the place.
Yeah,
he's a star, but I wouldn't say he's a superstar.
Okay, there you go.
I never thought he was a superstar.
Yeah.
I never thought that.
When he was with the Pacers, I thought he was about to be that deal.
Nah, I didn't.
PG, that was me. I had to say I had switched over because I went to the back.
No, you good, bro.
Yeah, but what the only thing I think like with the Rondo sign that's gonna help out a lot. But the problem is y'all gonna actually take everybody serious until you get to the Lakers, because that's why you lost to the Nuggets, and it just blew a lead to the Magic for the same reason, not taking people serious and giving up these leads. So
but that's the problem to me. Like, how you a professional basketball player looking across at your opponent, talking about, well, I'm not gonna take them serious tonight. Like, what did the Nuggets show you that said, okay, I'm not gonna come in here and take them serious?
I don't know.
You know, people do it though. It sounds far-fetched. Motherfuckers do it. Yeah, I understand sitting at your house how ridiculous that seems, but motherfuckers do that, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, yo, know what's crazy? Before Wendell Carter got traded, it was a tweet came out, and we got beat by the Cavs. I'm a Bulls fan. So we got beat by the Cavs. And they said, Wendell Carter said during shoot-around, he was like, come on, bro, we playing the Cavs. Come on, we playing the Cavs. Yeah. And then we lost. And the next day he got traded. I said, y'all better trade this, man. We got the number 1 seat. What did you say in this for? Like, no, we can't be doing that.
No.
Wow,
niggas do it, man. I'm telling you.
They do.
I can only harken this back to like college. I remember we played against this team called Southwest Assemblies of God. And this team was god awful.
They sound trash.
Yeah.
That sound bad.
Swagoo is what they was called, bro. Man, we beat them motherfuckers by 3 points, dog, at home. Oh man, alumni was so pissed at us because man, we looking forward. The next game we had, that was my senior year. Next game we had Texas A&M. So we looking forward to Texas A&M. You feel me? Like we ain't
Thinking
worried
about
about Swagoo. Man, that motherfucker gave us a game out. It happens, man. It happens, bro. Hey, I want to let the new homie hop on. Okay. Chess, what you got for us, bro?
Hey, yo, salute, man. Salute, SB. Salute, Shay. Salute. Hey, AB, I see you with that Naruto, man. With the hidden leaf in the background. Salute, bro. I got my hidden leaf headband on too. I got my hidden leaf headband on
Big
too.
Chaz, I just seen your text too. My fault. I just seen your text.
Hey man, nah, but on the real though, like with the Clippers, my thing is, I think last year they thought the way they played, the way they walked around, they carried themselves, is like they had arrived when they really had it. And you know, they basically against the Lakers, they play absolute good complementary basketball. Against everybody else, it's like, oh, we can lapse here. We don't have to try hard on defense here. You know, I can afford to be lazy here. And it caught up with them against the Nuggets when they choked that 3-1 lead. Honestly, you know, they almost got caught up by the freaking Mavs. You know, Porzingis hadn't got injured. Who knows what would have happened in that series? My thing is, if the Clippers want to win, Kawhi, you know, you can't just be waiting for, like, can we get somebody to lead the team? You have to be the leader of that team. You're the alpha male on that team. You have to step up. Paul George, you got to get your head out of your rectum and start playing basketball like you know how to.
That's facts.
Like you can't be like you can't. And then the sad part is you just can't be deflecting blame from everybody else. You got Doc Rivers out of here. What's next? If y'all don't make it to the conference finals this year, you gonna blame Ty Lue? You gonna blame giving up Will Smith? So at some point, you have to hold yourself accountable. Like nothing's gonna change until you realize that you need to change. That's the only way things are gonna get better.
That's facts.
So
yep.
Oh yeah,
he need to look in the mirror in the worst way. Paul George in the mirror. Because listen,
like
man.
Go
ahead, bro.
No, I understand. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying and everything. My thing is somebody needs to because I think Paul George, honestly, I think somebody's been feeding him nonsense for the last year and a half. Feeding him nonsense that it's not your fault that you shoot off the side of the backboard. It's not your fault that you go 1 for 15 in the final 5 minutes of game 5, 6, and 7. It's not your fault. It's everybody else's. Everybody else is making you look like Ray Allen. At some point, this man got to realize that I'm not playing to the best of my ability, and at the end of the day, it's going to hurt my legacy and it's going to hurt my team's chances of winning championships or even competing for a championship. At the end of the day, they got to man up and hold themselves accountable. That's all I got to say, really.
That's real. Well, I would say Paul George has had that problem since the day he got drafted out of Fresno State. And he had the small man mentality and came in and was projected to be a superstar. You know what I'm saying? And because he got that chip on his shoulder. I know how that feels. When you come out of small school and you play against guys who from a better pedigree, quote unquote, you got a different chip in your shoulder. And once you start surpassing them motherfuckers, Paul George had that problem a long time ago. You know? You just see it at his crescendo right now with him being like considered a guy. And he can't deliver, you know what I mean? And I like Paul George. I really do, man. And so I want to answer this question, and I want to turn it over to, we go AB next. Who's the best hooper you played against in college? By far and away, LaMarcus Aldridge. And right now you see old LaMarcus Aldridge, when he was young, ran the floor like a deer, 6'11", long arms, had the little midi. You couldn't do nothing with LaMarcus Aldridge. So by far, second, I would go Cartier Martin. He played for the Pistons and the Wizards. 6'8" out of Houston, could do everything. He's basically a poor man's LeBron. Played varsity all 4 years. And so, Cartier Martin would be my second. Third, Joakim Noah. That dude was just a freak.
Okay.
Joakim Noah's a freak.
Even Joe some respect. I like to hear that.
He's a freak. People think he's just a defensive guy. That dude was a freak, man. 7 foot, run the floor, high energy guy. Yeah. Because Al Horford was the best player on that team, but Joakim Noah that dude was a freak, man. Yeah. All right, so go ahead. We'll go AB to Shay, and then we'll go SB.
Right. So what I'll say is, man, I think it's funny that we talk about how teams will skip over people, right? right? Where they like, damn, we ain't got to really worry about. We seen the Clippers do it, like we talk about the Nuggets and all of that stuff. And I think that it sounds crazy that they do that, but we know how crazy when we go to like LeVar Ball and everybody be talking about how much motivation he get to these teams, right? You talk about the Clippers. Look at Pat Beverly on night 1 versus Lonzo when he all of a sudden is trying to play the hardest defense he ever played in his life. You know what I mean? So I think that if the little stuff, you look at Michael Jordan and how much stuff he had to take personal on a night in, night out basis to elevate his game. And I think that these guys like Paul George don't approach the game with that same type of like mentality, right? Where you need to motivate yourself night in and night out. And then they just think that I just could show up and be great. And it don't work like that. You know what I mean? If Michael Jordan, the greatest player ever, they're going to if Michael Jordan, the greatest player ever.
Boys, you see, man, the guy right there.
Yeah, there he is.
Big Chest got the thing.
Oh, it's Big Chest. Oh, yeah, y'all
Yeah.
forming a mutiny over there.
On the Sports Talk Jutsu.
Yeah. No,
man, that shit messed me up. Go ahead, AB, my bad, bro.
So that's all I'm saying is that if the greatest player ever had to be motivated by a little bitty trash talk in order to be the greatest player every night, you know what I'm saying? It just speaks to how much you can't overlook anybody. You know what I mean? If you sniff at Mike the wrong way and he got to take it personal, you don't say hi to him. He got to take it personal and give you 40. That's what these young dudes got to do right now in the league. Paul George got to figure out a way to start taking everything personal, because last year in the bubble, he ain't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it looked bad for him.
Mm-hmm. But that's what Kobe did. That's what Reggie Miller did. They would make shit up in their minds to get mad about. So Paul got us, like you said, stop getting them dudes in his head who tell him he's still great. And you got to be like, I'm fucking trash. I'm going to show everybody in this motherfucking gym I'm trash. He got to pick that up somewhere. And that's on him. I'll answer this question real quick, and then Shay will go to you, and then SB. Question was, have you ever met Kawhi personally? No, I have not met Kawhi Leonard. I have not. So I cannot say I've met that brother. And Kyrie gets traded next year. Nah, I don't see a reason why. I mean, chemistry's great. I don't see a reason why. All right, let's move forward. Shay, what you got for us?
Yeah, I mean, I understand what y'all stand, but it's Paul. Like, you ain't tired of the media, not even the media, the day-to-day person on Twitter making fun of you. Like, I didn't heard Paul George soft on so many channels, and I didn't seen him like on the court where people just pull his card, and I'm like, so you just not gonna do nothing? Like, you just gonna come out here and play the same way, or the next game and come out here and he acts too nonchalant sometimes. Like, he don't have the hunger in him that I see that Damian Lillard has.
I can see that. Well, because you gotta understand, personalities matter. Like, he's just not that kind of personality. Like, you'll see guys who have less talent but more personality, and they tend to move their weight around in the locker room, if you understand what I'm saying. So just let me say Draymond Green. Draymond Green, a guy who I've always liked from college days, he can throw his weight around in a locker room where he's less talented than a Andrew Wiggins, per se. But, he got a different swagger about himself because he's built differently. You know what I'm talking about? So we got to understand that personalities matter in this game, this basketball. SB, what you got, bro?
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that, because then you could definitely throw a guy like Jimmy Butler in the mix too, who had to work himself into becoming a star. And he get more respect than Andrew Wiggins, or Draymond get more respect than Andrew Wiggins, because they know they got all the talent in the world. Yeah. Jimmy Buckets, he a problem. So my question is too, because I want your guys' opinion on this, because I made a video about this. I did a video and I did a live panel about super teams. Like, why do they use the super team narrative to destroy like LeBron and KD legacy, but it's been super team for years? Honestly, I believe super teams don't exist because there's always been teams with a bunch of stars on the team. You go back from like the 60s, Celtics. The 80s, all of them. So I want to hear y'all guys' opinion on that. Do y'all feel like super teams exist? If you do, why do you feel like they use it only on LeBron and KD legacy, but it don't hurt the other legends that came behind us?
I think when you dictate the terms of super team is when you get the stigma. So when you go and move yourself for these 2-year contracts, which is unprecedented, right? When you force these trades, then you put a stigma on what you're doing. When the team does it, because of this back office, backdoor, handshake agreement between GMs and shit, it ain't a big deal because that's just doing business in the minds of the media. And the media knows that they're privy of who controls what. So, yeah, it's just like what they say, the pen mightier than the sword, man.
Yes, sir.
Control that. You control the whole narrative, man, no matter what the intricacies are. Because like you said, the 80s Celtics, come on, man. That team was fucking crazy. The 80s, late 80s Lakers, 60s Celtics, the 2008 Celtics. Super teams been around a long time, man.
That's why I say it don't exist, because it's like it's always been around.
Oh, absolutely. Now, again, LeBron changed it when he started to dictate his own movements, and then that was just different because dudes just didn't have that type of cachet to dictate where they're going to go because, they incentivize you to stay for the long term. Most dudes go for that. LeBron said, "Now, I'm going to use Rich Paul to leverage this shit. I'm going to talk to people under the table, and we all going to go one place, and we're going to do it on our terms." And that's the difference, man.
Yeah. That's what I feel like LeBron them eliminated we're going to swap it out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to let y'all going to ride for a little bit. Then we give us some stuff on the back end here and there. And they start taking to the power in their own hands. Like you said, elevating folks like Rich Paul. And I think that's really what it is a shift in the power that now the reason why you hear the media talking about it so negative is because the money behind the whole situation is trying to stop them from doing it. Back then, the Lakers and all of that, the money was flowing to the right people. Now the money's starting to go in places that is not dictated by the powers that be. So now they got to do something to try to divert, you know what I mean? The masses from thinking that that's what it is. But yeah, shit, the Jordan, you could consider the Pippen, Jordan, and Rodman a big three, a super team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he won. They won 3 championships together like that, and nobody talks about that being cachet or in the negative light. That's the best thing ever. And so you would look at even then, and I guess teams came together differently, but like the Sonics, Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, Devin Shrimp, you know what I'm saying? Back then, NBA Jam, you could literally through the NBA Jam, you had to have 2 guys. You could find 2, you could get multiple teams throughout the NBA with some solid players on it that you could, you know what I mean, play NBA Jam with. And that will be considered like superstars and all-stars today in the super team, but folks don't talk about that, man.
That's facts.
And I would just like to say too, I think first of all, I don't care because about the whole super team thing, just because I watched DeMar DeRozan, he wanted to stay where he was, and they got him all together. They packed his bags for him and traded him away, and he wasn't planning on leaving. So when I don't like that they use that against LeBron, hey, he when he got this player and this player, who cares when you got GMs and stuff trading away players that want to stay in certain cities and stuff like that, or on certain teams and whatever. If it ain't, well, it is hurting their pockets because they not making the decision, but it's a whatever thing to me.
I want to say this. I'm with you. I don't care when it don't care. One thing I've learned from LeBron fans, it's tough. I'm no Lakers fan, man. I live in LA.
Those 2 different type of fans too. Those 2 different type of fans there.
Is it like that in Chicago?
So let me set context correct. I'm not trying to act like I'm an LA native, but yeah, it is 2 different factions. It's 3 different factions. There's general LA fans, LeBron LA fans, and then LA fans. Just like LA, so I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm from Texas. I don't take California Cowboy fans serious, man. They all over the place. So I say all that to say, LeBron James fans tend to only want the good and not the bad as far as evaluating player movement. Because I'm with Shay, I'm not against the player mobility. I think that is the next evolution level. But what I seem to see that happens with fans of LeBron is it's either A, he did it all by himself, or B, you know what I mean, his help let him down. And that's what I got a problem with. And I made a live shit about this a few days ago. because it happens like that graphic you'll see. It's like all the guys in the Nets and then just LeBron James, like Anthony fucking Davis now on that team. That is how the argument goes, and so I just want to keep it balanced. As long as it's balanced, I'm good with super teams. I'm good.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with what y'all saying and everything. Like you said, Hoop and everything. I just subscribed to your channel if you didn't get that notification though.
Appreciate
But
that, bro.
nah, but like my thing is, you got the old heads. I call them the ballpark warriors. They want to they want to get at Bron and everything about how he ruined the game and everything. I'm like, I don't care what you do with the super teams as long as you still trying to win. If you win, I'm good with it. If you lose, that's when we start criticizing. But if you criticizing a player just because he's taking his own legacy into his own hands, I'm like, why would you have a problem with that? Not only is he doing that, but he's building other people up while doing it as well. And then with this new generation, like you said, with the Bron fans, well, the Bron sexuals, not really Bron fans, Bron sexuals, who I call the cranberry guzzlers. They some Sprite cranberry guzzlers, and it's the hypocrisy. You can't say in one breath, oh, y'all need all these people to beat Bron, but yet instead when Bron comes short, which he has come short on occasion, Bron doesn't have any help. You can't be like that, and that's what I think causes. That's what I think causes division in the basketball fandom and everything. All I'm saying is super teams are okay. Player movement is okay. If you trying to, the only way you should be criticized if you come up short in a championship. Like other than that, you shouldn't be criticized for moving around and everything. It's your free will, free country. It's a capitalist country and everything. Do what you want to do.
And I wanted to say this. I wanted to say this too. I also watched the debate about who was better, the Kobe and MJ thing. And I've seen like various different opinions on different channels. What I don't like, I think it's okay for players to mirror other players. But I felt like when people were in support of Jordan and stuff like that and saying that he was better than Kobe, I felt like it was envious. Like, oh, well, Kobe really didn't set out to have his own game. Versus LeBron really had his own game. He wasn't really mirroring after anybody else. It just irritated me. Like, you literally don't like Kobe because he mirrored his game after some, and I like Kobe and Jordan equally. I understand that he mirrored his game, but I don't care. That's not going to stop me from liking him more than LeBron James if that's how I feel.
Well, here's the thing, Shay. So, yeah, I think that's an excellent point you bring up. Here's the reality of it. Every player has modeled something that they have over somebody they saw before them. Nobody just learns basketball from his rawest, purest form with no influence. Now, Kobe got a little weird with it. If y'all see the movie,
right?
What's it called? The something Mr. Ripley.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So Kobe borderline was on that nigga shit.
But can you blame him though? That was the best player at the time. What was he supposed to do?
Kobe, my favorite player of all time. So I'm objective like this. That's my favorite player of all time. If you talking about I'm caping in the comments, I'll cape for Kobe real hard. But I don't lie about who Kobe was, right? Kobe was a dude. He was a weirdo, man. He's a Euro kid. He had identity issues in a certain way. So Jordan was like his surrogate father. So what the point I'm making is everybody mimics something. Now some just do it at a higher clip. Kobe did it not only mirror the game, he would walk, he would talk like Jordan, he would put his tongue out like Jordan, he put the wristband in the same place as Jordan. So he took it to that next level, which was borderline.
But Jordan liked it at the end.
Huh?
At the end.
I said when I look at them old videos, he appreciated it at the end.
Yeah, he did.
And that can make some of your teammates envious though. Like you really ain't gonna say nothing like he didn't care.
And so here's my thing too on top of that. So I'll let you go ahead and be next. All that's cool, but if you can talk, walk, chew gum like Jordan, you can put the J's on, you can put the headband on, whatever the fuck you want to put on. But when you in that motherfucking court, can you hoop or can you not? And that's all that matters. Because you can mimic the fadeaway, the dunk, but if you don't know how to blow by your defender, if you don't know how to have 3 levels to your scoring game, if you don't know how to play defense at a high clip, it don't matter about what you're copying. Can you do what translates to championship basketball? And that's what Kobe Bryant did. So there's no way you can discredit that off of the copy somebody else's games.
And this is the thing, is if you look at Kobe Bryant is probably not the only player in the history of basketball who tried to mirror his game completely like Michael Jordan. He's just the only one who did it at such a high level that we even noticed and we even cared about. You know what I'm saying?
Harold Miner. You remember Harold Miner? Baby Jordan.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. And so that's a credit to Kobe, is that he elevated to a level where it was like there was some actual similarity between the greatest of all time and him. That's a plus for you. I think that where you start to inject, and if you want to nitpick between LeBron and Kobe, and Kobe being like a Jordan clone and saying like LeBron created his own thing, it's like you do give LeBron the extra credit for creating or shifting the culture of basketball, right? Yeah. So where Jordan said it one way, Kobe followed that path, and LeBron came in here and took it a different way, similar to how Curry is taking it a different way. And I feel like he deserves some respect. But what I wanted to say, and I'll just take it back here real fast, is I know that
feedback, y'all. Somebody on YouTube.
I hear that. Somebody.
Yeah. Hey, Big Chest, is that you, bro? Mute your mic.
I got the TV on.
Hey, I ain't got YouTube. Oh no, YouTube. I'm just on this.
I feel like Kevin Samuels. You got YouTube on? Mute your mic.
Yeah, sound like somebody TV on here, like somebody dancing or talking. Let me make sure that ain't me. No, I'm good. All right.
So, yeah, I mute my mic when I ain't talking. I know it wasn't me.
Already.
So one of the things I was saying about LeBron though is, yes, folks will give him a pass. They give him all of the credit when he wins. Yes, like if you're a LeBron sexual, you feel me? And they give him a pass when he loses and blaming on everybody else. But that's also because the LeBron haters do the same thing. When Ray Allen, there's still people who don't want to give LeBron credit for the Heat game when they beat the Spurs because Ray Allen hit the shot in Game 6. You know what I'm saying? It's still people who don't want to give him credit for beating the Warriors because Draymond missed game, was it 5?
And Andrew Bogut was out too, though.
But Andrew Bogut was out, and people don't want to give him credit for that, not realizing that before Ray Allen hit the shot, LeBron had to go score damn near 40. He had to come back in Game 7 and win it, and it wasn't even a ball game. Then you get to the Warriors game. Draymond came back, and so people nitpick, and they'll be like, "Well, it changed the momentum of the series because of something that happened in Game 5." But then when LeBron takes the Warriors to 5 games without Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving, they don't give the same like credence to that. So if you're gonna put an asterisk by all LeBron's wins and say, "Oh, you only did it because," but then you're not gonna put the asterisk by the teams that beat him. So now when you look at the super team with the Brooklyn Nets, I'm okay with super teams per se. I think that what they got going on up there though, it's a little ridiculous. It's the you got MVP winner in James Harden, Kevin Durant, who is Finals MVP winner, and then you got Kyrie Irving, and then now you start adding all these other pieces around there. To me, it just feel like overkill. Now, if it's like all about championships, the way that the media portrays it, then hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to win. But to me, I understand why people say, "Yo, y'all doing this because of LeBron," because we've seen the championship has went through LeBron.
No, sir.
The championship has went through LeBron for years and years and years.
No, sir.
Folks like Anthony Davis is blessed.
No.
Anthony Davis blessed for the opportunity to play with LeBron over there.
Heaven and earth got moved for him.
You said blessed. You said blessed.
Blessed.
You said blessed.
Heaven and earth moved.
And because you got to do that. LeBron say do it.
Okay,
if LeBron choose you,
just stumbled upon a championship, you move heaven and earth to get Anthony Davis on your team.
Because LeBron chose him.
You're not going, AB.
If LeBron choose you to come over here and get a championship with him, then you fall in line.
He chose Channing Frye too. He chose Tristan Thompson too. He chose J.R. Smith too.
He didn't choose them. He didn't.
Let's keep going.
He chose Mr. Jefferson.
This is something. Okay.
Only the benefits, bro.
Now I will say this to you. This is something I was thinking about the other day, and I was contemplating doing some video about it, and I'll bring it here. I was thinking about, look, does LeBron actually make the guys he play with better, right? when I look at the Jeff Greens, I look at the Jordan
I'm tired of
Clarksons,
this argument.
I'm just saying, I look at all of the dudes who was on his team with him who struggle, and then they go somewhere else, and I'm like, damn, where was you at when you was in Cleveland? Where was you at?
You got to be the worst version of yourself.
I can tell you why, because you can't play your game unless you're a 3-and-D guy. Only way you got to be a 3-and-D guy with LeBron. That's why.
There you go. Except AD though.
So this is also why people give LeBron the credit. It's because if you join him, we're not asking you to be your greatest self. We're asking you to play a role. And so that's
don't want to do that.
But that's what I'm saying though.
Do that, bro.
So because you only playing a role and you playing LeBron's role and he done told you what you're supposed to do, that's why the championship and that's why all the credit go to him. It's because
so when you lose, you don't get that same credit.
Yeah, but that ain't the thing. Because you ain't do what I asked you to do.
Both ways, dog.
You ain't do what I asked you to do. All I asked you to do is
both ways. You don't
stand in the corner and knock down threes. We paid you millions of dollars to stand in the corner and knock down threes.
You tell a nigga who was missing basketball in Oklahoma that you were a 5-star kid or you were an all-star, and when you come play for LeBron, you got to be the same level as Andrew Dellavedova. Yeah. All right.
Okay, that ain't gonna work out.
Yeah, man, I agree, man. It's the thing. My problem is like when he loses and everything, it's like, oh, he lost because of this. He lost because of this, or he only won because of this. I'm like, if you win, you win. Like I know people talk about, if you lost, you lost. My thing is like people talk about, well, he played KD, the KD Warriors with Steph and Clay and Draymond. That's 4 All-Stars. I was like, he could have played Jesus Christ and the 12 disciples. He still lost. I don't care. He could have played General Zod, Thanos, and the Avengers. I don't care. He still lost. Come on, lost. You play the game to win, and there's going to be winners or there's going to be losers. I don't care how you get there. Now, honestly, these last 10 years, I honestly think it's been some of the best championship basketball, some of the best finals of all time because stuff has happened. There's always going to be luck involved in everything. People are going to say, well, about the 2016 finals that Draymond didn't get suspended. They could have. The people forget the Warriors should have closed out in Game 5 without Draymond because they was up by 14 at halftime. But nobody wants to mention that. I know Bogut got hurt in that second half, but they were still up by 14. It ain't LeBron's fault that Steph Curry went 6 for 21 in the third and fourth quarter. That ain't his fault. I'm like, at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I wish people would just acknowledge the dude for the greatness, man. Like the haters, man, just acknowledge this man for his greatness. You Jordan Ballpark Warriors, acknowledge this dude, man, because it is one. And y'all gonna miss him when he's gone. I mean, Skip Bayless, you gonna miss this man when he's gone. And then for the Bucks,
Skip just gonna he gonna start picking on KD. That's all.
No. Skip's gonna start picking on Luka. He gonna start on Luka. That's what Skip gonna do. And then for the Bronx Sexuals, my Nick Wrongs and my Shannon Sharps and everything, don't treat this man like Jesus. Stop treating this man like Jesus because he ain't good. It's not all perfect. Like y'all worship I know y'all are a fan of this man, but y'all worship this man like he the savior of the world and everything. I mean, I done seen a video with a Shannon Sharp sermon talking about how LeBron James was born in Akron and giving all this crap and everything, man. At the end of the day, man, acknowledge players for who they are, acknowledge teams for who they are, and just respect the game. Don't add all this extraneous BS in it because that's what ruins the games for the fans.
That's real talk.
And I got a comparison though. I was young and I remember stuff here and there, but I feel like people don't talk a lot about how Allen Iverson came up, and I feel that him and LeBron's stories in a way correlate the same. And so I was like, well, was it like this with Allen Iverson? Like what I see going on with LeBron James and stuff, as far as people be like, well, he had to get through this or he had to go through this and he didn't have as great of a team, and stuff like that. It's just weird. Like
I can see the parallels. I get what you're doing. So I'm gonna make a video about this, man. The cult of Allen Iverson, man. That is one of the, so LeBron sexuals are annoying. Kobe tars are. I know. I argue with Kobe fans all the time. Probably the worst is Westbrook and Iverson fans because there's not a lot of success that you can really deal with. I mean, you can explain the way Kobe won. You can explain the way Jordan won. You can explain LeBron won. them dudes ain't winning, and their culture personality is very strong, man.
Mm-hmm.
And AI, they just make it seem like he played with 4 cadavers. You know what I'm saying? And they got him to a championship, and that's like the best defensive team in the NBA. Now offensively, he was a liability because he couldn't play his natural position. He had to play the 2 and have Eric Snow take point guard capabilities, but have 2 guard defensive capabilities. So that led to a lot of everything. So let me put it this way. Things had to go right at a very high clip for them to win the whole thing. I mean, they went against the Lakers, and no shame against them losing to the Lakers. But like AI also went to the Nuggets with Carmelo Anthony and King and Martin. He also went to Detroit with Chauncey Billups and Tayshaun and Wallace. So he had a lot of opportunities. He just wasn't willing to change his game, man. So we got to watch how we tell these stories. And it's almost like people think Allen Iverson's career existed in two years, 96 and 01. That like nothing else existed with his career. And I ain't going home.
Yeah. I feel like it's tough for me because I think that like everybody who played against Jordan and couldn't get a championship, to me, like they all get a pass. You know what I'm saying? Y'all went up against Jordan. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's an area where Kobe and the Lakers and Shaq and them was doing their thing. And if you played in there at some point, you get a pass there because there wasn't nothing you could do about that. I think that, and this is what I feel like people realize with the LeBron stuff is it'd be crazy to me to think that the Warriors, these Nets that we looking at and some of these other teams in the offseason, if they did not have a conversation and be like, yo, Kevin, we need you to come over here because if you do this, we can beat LeBron. If every team in the last 10 years in the offseason, LeBron James has came up and who can we bring in that we could beat LeBron? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they have done it. They managed to get that done. They like, yo, if we bring Kevin Durant, we got the greatest shooter all time in Steph Curry, second greatest shooter all time in Klay Thompson probably. And we bring in Kevin Durant, then we can beat LeBron. I think that what folks have to admit is that there is a lot of intention on like these teams that are being constructed to beat LeBron. And
Bro,
like,
hold on, AB, I'm gonna give you a pushback.
People wasn't doing that. Folks was trying to put them same teams together to beat Jordan, and he was doing that later on in their careers where you start to get Barkley old ass in Houston, and you get the Lakers when Karl Malone and Peyton and Gary Payton and everybody joined the Lakers. Like, you know what I mean? They started trying to figure that out then, but I don't know.
Hold on, AB. So in that same era, LeBron James was able to trade damn near half his team before the trade deadline. You've never seen nothing like that. And Crowder spoke about that after the trade. And Isaiah Thomas talked about that after the trade. Like, man, we didn't even practice. And they shipped that whole team off to get. So he got a lot of luxury in his lap, too. So you can't just say they just make a team for him when you've seen him bring before. Because to give it full context, they brought in D Wade. They brought in Derrick Rose. This was supposed to be this elite team. It didn't work out. Chemistry wasn't there.
No.
Like, he ain't load up beat the Golden State. It just ain't work out.
That wasn't supposed to be no elite team. It's D Wade. That was the issue with it. Is they had if that team would have assembled 5 years earlier, then it's an elite team.
Saying, though, in the real moment,
nobody was.
No, because they was making fun of Derrick Rose's knees.
Exactly.
I wasn't expecting.
Nobody was checking for that team.
That's not what they said was in the media.
They saying the same thing they were saying about with the Nets with that team, though. No cap.
Thank you.
You said they said what?
No. They was talking about that team like it's a.
They were saying it's over. It's over.
No, it was not.
They got a starting five and a starting five coming.
Thank you.
They said on paper. On paper, it looked good.
The Nets on paper right now. We ain't seen it play out.
The Nets look like MVP candidate. That's what they
Kyrie
look like.
Irving was never MVP candidate.
I'm saying that if Kyrie Irving is the caliber of player that if you put him on a team by himself, he could play himself into an MVP conversation. Nobody on that team outside of LeBron could do that at that point in their career.
But
Derrick Rose is never going to be in the NBA MVP conversation. Dwayne Wade at that point never going to be in the MVP conversation. Anybody else, Isaiah Thomas, never going to happen again. They got three guys who are that caliber of player.
When they were saying he was better than
Kyrie, was limping. He was not even. He missed. Isaiah Thomas missed the beginning of that season because his hip was still jacked up. So it wasn't. They wasn't.
He was that level of player.
Before then,
when his sister died, that's when he was killing for the Celtics. So you can't rewrite history.
And we not.
People saying he was better than Kyrie Irving.
They say he supposed to got that max. He was supposed to get a max.
He was about to. He said they're gonna bring the Brinks truck, is what he said. So come on now.
They do it though. We can't rewrite history.
I ain't gonna let you do it, baby. You know I love you. I ain't gonna let you do it.
Nobody brought the Brinks truck though. So it's a difference between saying that he said that they was going to bring the Brinks truck and everybody else watching was like, yeah, bro, you deserve the Brinks truck. And they gave it to him. He was saying that, but any objective person watching was like, Isaiah, bro, you ain't there yet.
Yeah,
and so that whole team was constructed with D Wade thought he was supposed to start on that team. And they had to bring him off the bench because they were like, D Wade, you ain't there yet. He went to Chicago and they was like, he go back to Miami and they still bring him off the bench. And so now you got guys like Crowder who move on and look better. You know what I mean? Other dudes on that team who end
Rodney
up
Hood look better.
Yeah, a lot of them dudes look better.
Keep going.
Jordan Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson, yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 90% of the dudes on that team look better somewhere else for sure. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That's
I think that's better.
Yeah.
Dude, Clarkson finna win 6th Man of the Year.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's a myth that you look better with LeBron James. It's a mixed bag.
It's like no, it's the biggest thing that they'll say, and I'm like, you see, and then they say, and then when you bring this stuff up, you know, they go on hush mode because they can't come up with a factual point to rebut that. And at the end of the day, man, I've always heard this, you know, because I don't know. I was in my barbershop one day and we was talking about Mike versus LeBron, and you know, my barber was like, you don't call him Mike, you call him Black Jesus. No, it's like no. We was talking about it. He told me, he's like, you know, the reason why LeBron can't make his teammates better because LeBron only plays one way. And then in a sense, I was like, yeah, the only thing I really see him do is like drive, kick out, or you know, drive, slam, get a layup, and everything. My thing is, but as good as the thing he does, nobody's still stopping it. But I just wish there's like that we could have some sense of objectivity when we're talking about LeBron James. You know, I feel that, you know, there's a spectrum where he's Jesus on one side, and then there's another spectrum was there. Oh, he cannot be compared to Jordan. That's blasphemous to compare him to Jordan. That's the other end of the spectrum. I was like, where is the middle ground? Like, where's the middle ground? Because sometimes I'll be in debates and I'm like, if I say something critical of LeBron, they think I'm literally crucifying the man.
Yeah.
If I say the dude is, I literally tell you the dude. If I say the dude isn't a really good free throw shooter, they be like, hey, stop hating on LeBron, bro. Stop hating on LeBron. And then they come up with stupid excuses to explain the reason like why he shoots poor free throws. Well, I say, well, they're fouling him. Well, the refs don't call fouls until late in the game, so he doesn't get a rhythm at the free throw line. I was like,
that makes sense.
Like these, oh my God. And I don't even want to get into my vocabulary right now, but it's just absolutely asinine. It's just,
Here's the thing, though. The reason why people be taping for okay.
I really do got to go in about 3 minutes, man. I'm gonna let everybody speak their piece, and then we go. This has been so organic. This live has gone so many directions.
Yeah. Here's what I say.
Be over 30 minutes, so.
I'm 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna let you rock.
And let me say this too, man. If y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, if y'all ain't like the stream, if y'all can do that, that's cool. We about 30 likes. I appreciate that. 40 likes. If y'all to sub to the channel, man, I do this shit, man. If y'all want this kind of stuff without the buffoonery, I'm gonna give people their mind to speak if that's the case. But you know, I'm about talking sports. So I love y'all brothers and sisters. AB, we done talked already before online.
Yeah.
I really appreciate y'all. I want to let that be known, man. So all right, AB, go ahead, my brother.
Here's what I say. One of the reasons why folks be in their feelings when you bring up these like weird. You be like the free throws. Or what about LeBron? He don't adjust. It's because when you got a player at that caliber and you got to nitpick, it feels like sometimes folks be nitpicking LeBron games so much. Whereas like there's no other dudes in the NBA who you will be worried about if you giving me 30, 10, and 11, and then they gonna be like, but your free throw percentage, you could be better. So it's like, damn, you the best player in the league, but somebody trying to tell you, yo, you could be the GOAT if you assisted one more or two times, if you made somebody else an extra point here, and it's like, come on, man, my dog is he a basketball genius. So then when you start nitpicking the little small stuff, that's why a lot of times the folks who, you know what I mean, who be capping for LeBron, they go so hard. It's like, yo, come on now, let him live.
I'm gonna get out of here too, but they did the same thing to Kobe. But the difference was Kobe retired and he was like, "Oh, well, yeah, I could have passed the ball more, and then I could have been more nicer and made more friends." I mean, the more friends part, yeah, that's a whatever. But yeah, different eras, different, everything is different.
Kobe being aloof made him who he was. If y'all remember the famous story, his rookie year, they trying to take him to a strip club. I ain't coming to go to strip clubs. I came here to be the greatest. Everybody laughing at him at 17 years old saying that, but some dudes just cut from different shit. All right, go ahead. Let's see. SB, you go first, and then we'll finish out.
Oh yeah, I just appreciate. I'll say I appreciate the conversation, man. I'll definitely be looking forward to all more content from AB. I'm gonna definitely check you out. I think I'll see your channel like one time.
Hey, AB the man. He the Ball Brother plug, man.
He the Ball Brother plug.
Host of the JBA. Hey, AB the man.
You got you some the first ZO2s. Go ahead, you got you some ZO2s, man.
Yeah, I got two pair.
You rocked them before, or now you just keep them in the case, man?
No, I done beat them up, man. I wear them all over the place.
Oh wow!
I hope in them, yeah.
Was you played 2 games in them?
No, I got the white Showtime ones that I hoop in, then I got the black ones that I just wear around.
Okay.
Wow.
Good combo.
My ankle's sore after, but no, I'm playing. I'm playing.
Somebody gonna take that.
I know. I'm just kidding. No, I jump higher and I run faster in them.
You go ahead, brother.
Hey man, salute, man. Thank you for having me on the panel, though, man. I really appreciate it talking with all y'all. Hey, AB, man. Hey, yo, bro, you gotta do a jutsu real quick before you go, man. You gotta hit him with that. Hit him with that fireball jutsu real quick, bro. I swear. Nah, but also, hey yo, bro. Hey yo, I got the MB. I got some MB1s at my house too, so I'll be hooping the mellow balls, but thank y'all for having me on the stream, man. Y'all stay blessed and everything. Can't wait to talk more basketball with y'all and everything. It's been a blessing, God bless all y'all and everything. I'm finna head out and everything.
There we go, man. On that note, we out, man.
Shout out to all the Chicago ballers,
Yeah, let us know.
Basketball City.
Appreciate you having us on, man. Appreciate it for sure.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all coming on.
Conversation.
I didn't expect it to go this long. Real talk. So till next time.
Yeah.
Peace.
All right.